Hello, everyone. Oh, shoot, hold on. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry. I knew there was going to be something that I'd forget. Yeah, sorry. Do you guys need a warning? It doesn't matter. It's not like we're shit-talking Shiraz or something behind the scenes, so it's fine, right? Yeah. Wow, you guys, we had to play it off a little cooler than that. Jeez. Holy shit. Unca S. Wait, they're all muted? Wait, why? There's been no... Oh, you're kidding. There's been no music at all? Well, can you guys... Can you hear them now? Well, yeah, exactly. Hold on. Quick, let's check the audio issues. I know, it feels like we... I was like, man, this is going to go off without a hitch. Nope. Oh my god. I can never trust my chat. Right? Oh my word.
I thought you were doing a thing. What thing am I doing?
So there was no music that whole time either. Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Just a silent stream.
Oh,
okay, well, I think they can hear you now.
Oh, well.
Can you hear us now? Question mark?
Somebody,
was just saying
one of you
anything
guys
important.
say a secret word that chat needs to type.
We hear! Yay!
Okay.
Rosebud.
Oh, okay. So that's the
Butthole.
password.
Cucumber, I hear it. Shiraz.
I thought this was going to be troll proof. That's not possible.
Cyberwolf,
There's
thank
no
you.
such thing. Aw, Cyberwolf, welcome. And she
That's
always
very
does,
sweet.
right? Alright, I think... Okay,
Anyway, yeah,
It's like
I was just talking about my Crusader Kings stream where
That's right.
I named a character after Shiraz, and then he started sleeping with his sister and had a bunch of kids with his sister, and then put that sister up to murdering his other sister, who I named after Autumn.
Oh my god, wait, what?
Wow.
Look, he's
His own-
just trying
his
to
own feast.
purify the bloodline, alright?
Shiraz invited me to a feast, so I attended it, and then you get a bunch of little pop-up events, and one of them was literally I went outside to get a breath of air, and I saw Shiraz's sister lover stab his other sister Autumn in the face with a knife, and then it came out that it was all Shiraz's plot. And then 5 seconds later, it popped up, I had a wonderful time at this feast, and I go home thinking that it was such a great time, and that Shiraz is such a good guy.
What?
What is this game?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I've started really enjoying that game now because like the intrigue stuff is fantastic.
It's a ridiculous game. It's
Mhm.
just a
much fun.
nonsense game. Oh my god! Once you figured out how to play it and how it works, it's like, oh.
It seems very similar to RimWorld in the sense that it's just a story generator, right? Like it's making these
Right.
ridiculous,
Neat. I need to
amazing
play
stories.
that game.
Yeah, RimWorld's
Yeah.
amazing.
Shiraz, I did. What I was also talking about was that the entire world united against you.
Yeah, it did not go well. I was there for that.
I played so hard. But in-game Shiraz's position is just untenable.
Just not
Raz is hard mode.
Yeah.
It was very much hard mode, and I couldn't do it.
That's so
I abducted kings. I murdered queens.
all of the
you know,
things.
You took a lot of people out with you. I'll just say that.
Did you not name the kid like Shiraz 2? Like,
What did I name the kid? I named the kid Chilson after Jay Chili.
Oh,
Nice.
nice. I like it.
Yeah,
Awesome.
but he was too. Oh, you're dead. Yeah, you're dead.
Oh.
And then And then Chilson died soon after because he
killed-
took over. And then, yeah, no.
You've killed Val,
We're dead.
Shiraz, and Jay Chili. Good job.
Yep.
I honestly, I don't want to be a character in any of his games. Like, oh gosh, it's just death. It's not gonna be dysentery. It's gonna be the plague.
Let me invent a character for you. Apparently, that character will live
Yeah.
forever. My character in
Yeah, you
this
can
game
use
thus
your,
far is like 72 years old.
He's
I died like
Yeah.
3 times
Well,
in terrain.
Speaking of
When I DM,
segues, characters dying.
yeah.
Should we? No.
That is true.
So last stream we announced that we're saying farewell to Goldrill. This stream we're announcing that we're saying farewell to Mazra.
It's been a great ride, Wolf. you went too far.
Taking you all with me.
Mazra suddenly died off screen
Oh my
when
God.
Wolf told me he made a new blurb of me. So,
Look, I can't help it when you like talking about balls.
That's-
I mean, you do it
I
to
like
yourself at
balls.
this
What
point.
can I say? Like,
It's stage left, pursued by bear.
ever since I was a little kid, I've loved balls. What can I like? What like?
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Cyberwolf,
good.
you asked when I DM, do I write out my adventure or do I do it on the fly? I write out the important beats. Sometimes I'll write out specific dialogue or specific descriptions, but I do most of that stuff on the fly. But the skeleton and the key muscles, I suppose, of an adventure, I write that out ahead of time. And I usually spend a long time doing it. But the good thing with this group is that I can spend a day saying, on Monday, thinking to myself, oh my goodness, like this isn't sustainable for me to spend all afternoon every Monday plugging away at planning this adventure every single week. But I don't have to do it every single week because every Monday I spend like that is probably like 3 or 4 weeks of Winds of Chaos content.
Right.
Which
What he's saying is
I know
we're very
these-
efficient. We're very efficient. Or no, he's very efficient.
I know these guys catch a lot of flack for being the windbags of chaos, as Vinyl calls them, but it actually saves me a lot of work. So I'm actually grateful.
It is a thing that we
Yeah.
do.
Which I'm glad that that's a helpful thing. And Megan, please tell me if there's anything else like that, because that sort of thing I can't see because my preview's tiny, and it's
Right.
often hidden behind my character sheet over on this
We
screen.
appreciate the Type
Yes.
A people in the chat that let us know when something is wonky.
Seriously, because that kind of
Oh, yeah.
stuff drives me crazy, and I don't want that showing up in a VOD. So, thank you. Yeah, all bullshit, exactly.
Leader, don't give away the magician's secrets.
Yeah. What is wrong with my camera, Shiraz? Is it like in this area, or?
That's what I feel like.
Yeah, that's where it's getting
There
at.
we go. There we go.
You
I
did
feel
it.
bad.
Look at
I kind of beat him to the punchline. I feel bad now.
We don't know.
no.
That's the thing is that we expect it now. So you
It's
gotta
true.
pull out some unexpected things, Shiraz.
I'm
Like you
learning.
just gotta start getting more creative. That's all.
Not to be taught. Also, Bruce.
You gotta be less
welcome.
predictable, show Roz.
Oh, you gotta update that material. Also, I didn't welcome in Sequence. Sequence, thank you so much for chilling. I was hanging out with in your chat today, and that was a ton of fun. I got to play with Toast, which was really fun too. Now, do we have a switching gears? Do we have a question? Hey.
Oh no.
It so happens I do, and this is the kind of question that your characters aged like kindergarten age would have been asked by like a sentient cauliflower preschool teacher. It is which animal best represents your character? Which animal best represents your character? And while we're doing that, we can just remind chat of our community engagement initiative while you guys are thinking of your answer to that question. So we endeavor to put chat away while we're doing the role playing so that we can focus on the task at hand. Some of us are better at that than others, but there's no judgment here. That's okay. I am often derailed by chat as well, especially when rules are rules are finicky. But in order for you to feel like you are still engaging with us and we're still engaging with you, because we love to engage with you guys, we have this community engagement program called the Winds of Chaos, where you can use your bits to influence the course of play. So for 300 bits, your heroes will find a useful mundane item. It can be just a useful mundane item that you put there for the party, something non-magical, but something that will be somewhat useful for them. You can specify who this is for, anything like that, as long as it's not like a magical item. For 400 bits, you can give a monster that our heroes are fighting a minor mutation, become a little bit more tough to beat. For 500 bits, you can up that into a major monster mutation, where the monster will actually transform and become significantly more challenging. Might recover some HP and get a bit of extra armor class or an extra racial ability, something like that. For 600 bits, you can compel a player character flaw. Now, on the Ghost Pepper Discord, on the Cauliflumps Discord, am I pointing the right way? No, on the Cauliflumps Discord, and on the Flutterdye Discord, you will find relevant channels, Dungeons & Dragons, D&D, Winds of Chaos, with a pinned Google Doc that lists every character and their character flaws that can be compelled. So for 600 bits, you can compel one of our player characters to act upon one of those flaws at the next appropriate or entertaining moment. One among you in chat is a fan of compelling really strange flaws for Mazra. So sometimes it takes multiple sessions for me to figure out how to actually get that to work. For 700 bits, you can grant inspiration to one player character. That's an extra d20 that they can roll to re-roll a failed attack or ability check or things like that. Shiraz, no worries. Thank you. I appreciate your patience. And for 800 bits, the undisputed community favorite, make Flutterdye roll on the Wild Magic Surge table. Flutterdye's character, Kiona, is a Wild Magic sorcerer. That means she doesn't have full control anyway, over her own abilities, although she showed some of that off last session. And so there is a chance, a 1 in 20 chance, that every time she casts a leveled spell, she has to roll on a Wild Magic Surge table, which is 50 potential magical effects that can happen. Some are just humorous, some are helpful to the party, some are harmful to the party, some are meant to be helpful to the party, but because we're a bunch of derps, they end up being harmful to the party. We find a way to almost kill ourselves every week.
Yeah, this is true.
Pretty much.
That is not an understatement.
And so with your 800 bits, you can turn that 1 in 20 chance into a dead certainty to force her to roll on that table. And then finally, if you want to have your own custom NPC or magic item in the campaign, anybody who subscribes to my channel, that's twitch.tv/ghostpepper, can create an NPC or magic item of appropriate level to appear in the campaign. And so you can DM me with any questions that you have about that, with any ideas that you have. Please feel free. Because some of the things, some of the items that you've created and some of the NPCs that you have created through that little sub reward have been very, very valuable members of our campaign and has contributed a lot to the lore. In fact, there's one that's been lurking in the background that the players have no idea about. That we'll see if they meet soon, but it's going to be very important to our campaign.
I'm scared.
Yeah. And so, I'm not going to say Shiraz until we get there. So that brings us back to our roleplay warm-up question: what animal best represents your character?
Well, here's I can start. Is there the one that popped into my head is the same answer from last week, which I feel bad about. So I guess I want to ask chat, because chat's usually cleverer than I am. Is there a small animal that is kind of like a bear, where they're generally easygoing and don't mess with other people that much, but if you attack their family, they're gonna frickin' savage you? I don't know if there's like a small animal
A badger?
like that.
That is a raccoon.
Raccoon.
Yeah.
Okay. Poodle's a frickin' raccoon.
Raccoon's a good one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I feel like raccoon
Raccoon's
fits.
a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I only know like 5 animals. It's true.
They vibe. If you attack them, they attack back. They rummage through the trash. It's Foodle.
That is Foodle, actually. Poodle's a
If they
raccoon.
could get high, they probably
Sometimes
would.
they're unnecessarily loud. Wink,
That's
wink.
true. This is all true. Foodle is definitely.
Oh,
poor
opossums
Foodle.
are great. Opossums are so good. I love opossums.
Poor Foodle.
Yeah.
Such a sweetheart Foodle is.
I'm trying. There's one that could fit you really well, but I forget the name of it. It's a pet ferret.
A ferret.
Oh.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah? I've had a couple
Just-
ferrets in my life.
Kind
I can
of
see.
small, nimble,
Ferrets in my life.
super energetic
Yeah.
for no reason.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, who else do we have?
All right. Well, I'll go next. You already know. Thank you very much.
A dragon.
Yes.
Really?
It's not an animal, though.
I'm gonna sass you. This is
I-
not.
It's a
It's a
mythical animal.
It's a mythical beast.
Mythical
Mm.
beast.
I don't-
Beast. It's an animal. The question asks which animal.
Oh.
You never said real animal.
I said animal.
Well, it's an animal. It's a mythical beast animal.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I guess
I'm trying to
we're
think for
gonna go with
Goldthrow.
If you want me to
Yeah, chat.
come
Who
up
is
with a
gold? What kind
real,
of
if you
animal?
want me to come up with a
Going with
real
that.
animal,
Going
then
with
that.
someone else go.
So
Just be a
Yeah.
lizard. Come on.
yeah,
I
but
gotta figure
wait,
out what kind of lizard.
he's,
Like
yeah,
an
it's
anole
like
or
something that's
something.
like super like might be some kind of lizard actually. One that like poses a lot, that just stands there like real still looking at things.
Like an iguana or something?
Ooh, a chameleon.
Oh.
You know that they're like creeping along a branch and they freeze.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know? They blend in.
Yep.
I feel like Goldrels blends in pretty well in our campaign.
Just
Yeah.
kind of
There you go.
chilling in the back. No one realizes I'm there, but I'm always watching.
Nice.
I could see that.
Yeah, that works.
Damn.
Right.
So much.
Dan the man.
Months of
Dan.
support. Thank you, man.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
Jeez.
I think
what are-
Kiona would be a dog. Just your run-of-the-mill pet, like Labrador Retriever. Likes to do tricks for the owners, like super love, super loyal, like very happy.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like a
really
like a
feels
medium.
terrible when she does bad, like when she does the spells on everybody else, like she's like hiding, like that kind of thing. Yeah.
she'll
she's
like put the head on the
Yeah,
paws and
kinda
look up
like
at you and like yeah. Yeah.
Me too. I'm sorry.
Hurry, Kiona art now, please.
Yeah, that's
In
right.
terms of personality, obviously she loves horses, but I really feel like she identifies more as a dog.
And Mazra, what animal best represents Mazra?
It'd probably be like a boar. Just like
Yeah?
they're pretty resourceful and tenacious and
Yeah.
kind of nasty.
Right.
Yeah.
They take no shit.
Mm.
Stubborn.
See, I was thinking like a basement cat. Like the kind of cat that will look you dead in the eyes and knock a full glass of water off the counter.
That is
Yeah.
true.
super grizzled, and just like
poop in your shoe if you don't take her for a walk or something like that.
Oh my goodness. Well, now that we've talked about what animals were going to be in the afterlife, should we find out what the heck happened to all of our dead characters?
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Yep. Oh, I've taken
guys.
notes. I've taken notes on all of that.
Gosh.
See? Look at that.
Oh.
This is, I know, this is all, he's going to take all these questions and accumulate them into one episode that we all just get annihilated by all these things.
Yeah. It's when your characters get sent to hell or something.
Right?
Yeah.
Poodle's going to end up in the 9 hells like, what? What?
What happened?
What? Who, me? What? That was so nice.
Right?
Somebody's been doing his D&D research.
It's who you affiliate yourself with.
I knew I shouldn't have trusted Stefan.
You chose Stefan to blame it on you?
Well, I didn't want to blame it on you guys.
That was like the most pure one.
I know. It couldn't possibly
Stefan is the secret Sith Lord.
Yeah, we don't know. How well do we know Stefan? I mean, come on. But no, it's not Stefan. Look at that mug.
So,
Oh my gosh.
So we ended the last episode after a full party wipe, you guys.
We did.
Yeah. So our last episode was spent exploring the stone giant temple that turned out to be a temple devoted to the worship of Eldrigo, the storm dragon, who is also the god of truth. Probably a better term is like the god of verity, right? The god of veracity. And so you explored your way through. You encountered a group of orcs in the temple, along with the corrupted giants, who were apparently doing the bidding of a powerful goblin mage of some kind, which was quite interesting to see these Bloodfoot Reavers who don't take orders from anybody submit themselves to the commands of much smaller beings. You followed this after defeating the Bloodfoot detachment inside the temple, which included somebody who looked strikingly like Mazra's mother. You followed the goblin acolyte through a magic portal that led you to a storm altar high at the summit of a mountain at the center of a roiling thunderstorm. After you killed the goblin acolyte, its blood seeped into the storm altar, which had been somehow altered by thank you, by one of the black obelisks that you've encountered numerous times in your journeys. The altar cracked with a bolt of lightning, and out flew a dragon that from the altar that you thought was Eldrigo. I don't know what your party members thought, that it was Eldrigo himself, or if it was like an avatar of Eldrigo, or if it was just
just a big ass dragon that we had to deal with. I don't think that any of us thought 2 seconds about who the dragon actually was.
There were comments made of like, this is Goldrill's god, but
that was on the way though, right? Yeah. Like that was coming through the temple after we saw that, like the picture in the wall or whatever we were talking about.
I'm actually with Ghost. I think Foodle might have
really
made a comment during the fight. I might be wrong though.
Well, what we haven't revealed anything about the provenance of this dragon, so what your characters thought it was is up to you. But yeah, you handily and readily pretty much party wiped from this dragon. But at the last moment, as the life was ebbing out of your veins, you saw Kiona stand up, her body surging with the same kind of energy as you've been, that sort of strange, chaotic, bluish white energy that you've been seeing everywhere you go. That's so far been opposed to you. Kiona was positively crackling with this, and she got up, seeming to have already died, and pretty handily dealt with this dragon with a pretty incredible disintegrate spell, which is a spell that none of you have encountered so far, and it's a very powerful spell indeed. Successfully disintegrated that dragon,
which she critically rolled on.
Yep. Yep. And then with one last little shockwave of energy, of that blue-white energy coming out of Kiona, it restored everybody to 1 hit point, except for Kiona, who face planted in the dirt. Kiona is at 0 HP and is unconscious but stabilized, so you don't need to make any death saving throws.
Okay.
But the rest of you are conscious. You're at 1 HP. Let me just got the wrong document open. There we go. There's the right one. And so as the last roar of the dragon fades in the distance, as it's been disintegrated into nothing but a little fine wisp of dust and sand on the violent storm winds, the storm begins to calm around you. The thunder recedes from a deafening roar to a distant rumble, and lightning arcs high up in the clouds rather than lancing down dangerously close to you on the mountaintop. You're still in the storm. The rain is still falling on you, but it seems like the kind of storm that you would like to go and sit out on your back porch and, have a glass of wine or whiskey or a pipe bowl of smoke leaf, and watch. Not the kind of storm that, as it was before, when you felt imminently endangered. I'm going to turn it over to you.
I just want to say, out of character, real quick, that that beautiful drawing that. Oh no!
I'm getting.
Scroll up on your map,
not
Poodle.
Pog, not
Poodle.
Pog. Dragon.
Poodle.
Oh, God.
Scroll.
Yeah, you want to scroll up before I delete this.
There we go.
That was Mazra's frustration. That red ink that was all over the dragon last time, because we all went through a portal before she approved. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'm out.
Yeah. So all of this just happened. You just witnessed this. The last thing you just saw is Kiona go right into the dirt.
What just happened? Oh my goodness. Kiona. And Fuel's going to run over. She's face planted, right? Inventory. Oh, he doesn't have any inventory spells left. He does. He's going to kneel down and cast Cure Wounds. Oh shoot, I need my dice. Okay. 1d8. Do you want to roll, Kiona, or Flutter? You want
What's your
roll?
spellcasting modifier?
Oh right, plus.
If you're casting the spell, you roll.
Oh, I roll. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Caster rolls.
Okay. 1d8 plus 3. Wait, do I really have a plus 3? Hold on. Wisdom. Plus 2. Right? Because it's plus 2 wisdom? If 2 is my thing. Shoot, gosh, I've already forgotten all of this. Oh, that's an 8. So 8, I think, plus 2. Which is not bad. Mazra, are you okay?
Oh, out of character, are we? So it with this storm, was it like? Are we all wet from like rain and stuff, or is it just like?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You're soaked.
Okay. So like, Majra went down twice, and so she kind of sits up, whatever, and is like not saying anything, and is just like looking between the two of you. And gets up and is like, "What do you think?" And walks past them and is looking for the way to get out of here.
You do not see any way out of here.
Boodle watches.
There's no clear entrance or exit here.
Okay. Boodle watches her for a minute. Well, a second, not a minute. A second or two. Sort of taking in what she said, and then is going to run down to Goldrill. Because I don't know if... Is it still raining pretty hard?
Mm-hmm.
Not deafeningly so. Hard enough.
Okay. Because Foodle...
Soaking rain.
Goldrill,
Yeah,
are
it's
you
like
still
it's
here?
like
What happened to Goldrill?
it's the kind of rain where like you broke up with your significant other in a Disney Channel movie. Like,
Okay, so Foodle's calling for Goldrill, and he sees him there. Goldrill, are you okay?
Goldrill's just kind of blankly. He's still just laying on his back, blankly staring into the sky.
Goldrill, if you can hear me, say something.
He'll just
Goldrill?
like groan. He'll just groan, just like,
Okay. Okay, I think I don't know if Kiona's Kiona didn't wake up from the spell, right? Is she still
Right.
Or-
Is how did that work? Like,
so Kiona, you have restored yourselves to the HP that Kali told you.
right.
You're conscious, but your every muscle in your body feels like it's made of lead.
Okay. Makes sense.
You are basically like feeling more weak than you've ever felt before.
Right.
It's
Totally.
basically all you can do to breathe. So you're aware of the world around you, but you can't move.
Okay. So Foodle is going to kind of sit down next to Goldrill, maybe on the stairs below him, and look at, Mazra looking for a way out, and Fiona is still laying there. And is just gonna kind of look up the sky with Goldrill, say, Goldrill, what the fuck just happened?
that is a very good question.
Was that? Oh man, I feel dazed from the battle. Was that Eldrigo? That was a storm dragon, right?
Can I roll something to see if Goldrill would have like noticed if it was?
Yeah, roll religion.
Oh boy. Where are you? Cool. I have nothing but 8.
You have no idea. Like it's hard for you to believe that this might be Eldrigo, but you don't know what that was. That wasn't an ordinary dragon. Dragons don't live inside of stone altars.
I don't know what that was.
Goldrill, you suddenly feel a sense of I don't know if unease is the right word. A sense of impending an impending something. You find your attention drawn up to the sky, where you see lightning arc across the clouds, and if you had hairs on the back of your neck, they would all be standing up at this moment, and you just feel like you need to move. You and Foodle need to get off of this altar.
I do love the feel of rain on my face. I don't get to do this then.
As Goldrel gets up, he'll say, this altar makes me feel uneasy. I feel like we should move somewhere.
It's not
else.
a feeling of unease. It's like, get out.
Oh, okay.
Something is wrong here. We need to go.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, and as soon as you vacate the altar, a massive bolt of lightning lances down from the sky, strikes the ruins of the altar, throwing rock in every direction. Foodle, you were close enough that your hair is like from the static.
You can predict lightning strikes.
Whoa. Maybe
I'm
And-
a weatherologist.
When the dust and the scintillating afterglow of this lightning strike fades, you see something at the center of the altar, an object half buried in the rubble.
Oh, I'm glad we backed away from that. Wait, what is that up there?
I don't know, but let me investigate. Yeah.
Did you literally investigate? Okay.
Yeah.
I heard
Maybe
let me
they-
investigate and then
Frodo's gonna cautiously follow behind a little bit.
you find it looked like some sort of a spherical object at first, but as you approach it, you recognize that it's a large egg. In fact, Goldrel, you recognize it as a dragon egg. Its shell is a mottled blue and purple, sort of swirling together, like clouds mixing with each other. You can see small storm clouds seeming to roil and crackle with electricity just beneath the very surface of the shell.
Goldra, what is that?
It's a dragon egg.
What?
Goldrel, you
Is it
feel
in here?
a presence in your mind drawing you towards the egg. It's simultaneously, this presence, both comforting and intimidating. Awesome in the truest sense of the word.
I'm going to walk up and place my hand on the egg.
Okay. As soon as you do, the storm clouds off the precipice begin to swirl together, and they coalesce into the massive, colossal, this map is too small to accurately portray how big it is, visage of a dragon. And Goldrel, you recognize this as your god, Eldrigo, whom you've seen many times in your visions.
Do we all see this, or just Gold?
All of you see it, yeah.
Oh.
And it's off. It's off in somewhere off in this direction. Maybe Mazur doesn't see it. I don't know. Mazur's still. Mazur's like, over here, like
Poking in the
fumbling with
corner.
rocks.
He wants nothing to do with any of this.
Yeah, Ozra's just.
She's literally moving back and forth, just looking for in every nook and cranny for like some way to get out of here.
For a button or a lever.
She's
Or
got her rope and
She's looking for the
pitons
hatch.
out. She's like chucking the rope up. Go.
You feel a shift in the weather around you, and a voice speaks that seems to be a odd, surreal manipulation of the wind, the distant rumbling thunder, and the fall of the rain into a voice forming words. And it says, "You have done well to find your way here, my chosen ones."
And can we all understand it?
Did Mazra hear that? If even she's back there.
Oh yeah. Yep. It's loud.
She's preparing her middle fingers.
Can Kiona sit up? Like she's feeling.
She
heavy,
can
but
sit up.
She
Yeah.
can sit up. Like she's got like the Uber hungover kind of thing going
Yeah.
on. Like
You can
Yeah.
prop yourself up like your back up against a rock.
yeah. And head and hands. Yeah. Okay. So that's what she's doing.
How do I think it is? Hello, I'm Oodle. Who are you?
I know who you are.
Oh,
Goldrill's just speechless at the moment. Just in complete awe.
that was a good thing that we did?
Yes, it was.
Oh,
The being that you faced was a fragment of my consciousness. Many like it are scattered around the world at storm altars like this one, so that I may observe, find truth, and when necessary, take action. That creature that was here altered the fragment in some way.
oh. So defeating the corrupted avatar was... that was good? How do we... Do we need to find more of these places? Are they corrupting more of your avatars?
They are.
Oh.
This is the 6th such storm altar to fall.
Oh.
Goldrill, having kind of come to his senses now, is going to ask how many left.
"20 remain." I do not know what is behind all of this. The goblins, the followers of Grumsh, the strange forces that I have watched you face since the beginning of your journey. There is some intelligence there, but my vision is obscured from seeing what it is. The deception runs so deep and pernicious, and not even I, the God of Truth, am able to see through it. I've been pouring all of my energy into finding the source of this deception, and feeling threatened by my gaze. The perpetrators of it, whoever they are, have targeted these fragments of my consciousness in a bid to blind me.
What can we do to help stop this?
I've chosen you to find the root of this deception. Find what is obscured to me.
Kiona will speak, but she will speak in a level where probably Foodle, Mazra, whoever's like far enough away from her with the rain and stuff won't hear her. But she's pretty certain that the dragon will hear her no matter how loud she speaks. So like, so she's going to, so that wasn't you in my head just now.
No. That was you. Or a part of you.
Is there anything specific that we should do next? We were just here helping some giants, which we were doing because the people needed access to a bridge again. I mean, we just kind of stumbled our way in here.
You did not stumble anywhere, though it may seem like it. These giants are primordial beings. They're the third form of intelligent life to arise in this world after the gods and the dragons. They are my oldest worshippers.
Oh, wow. Well, Eldrigo, I know you can see many things. You know if my aunt and uncle and father are alive?
I do not.
Oh.
As I've said, this adversary has blinded me to many things.
Hmm.
I am forced to rely on other means to discern the truth. This shard. And the winds seem to swirl around the dragon egg a little bit. This shard of my being has been inextricably tainted by the corrupting influence of the obelisk. You had no choice but to destroy it, and now it must rejuvenate itself. I entrust you with this fragment of my being to steward it until it's ready to emerge again.
Oh. Udo's gonna let it go.
Well, after he says that, Goldjewel's gonna immediately, like, basically forgetting anyone else is there, kneel down and accept this mission without hesitation.
You have always been a true and loyal follower, Goldrill Uronin. But this mission is not your mission. It is theirs.
What do you mean?
And Goldrill's the only one who hears this part.
Your path lies separate from the others. You must finish your Master Clotar's work and follow the stranger's path to the Moon Coast. This you must do alone. Your companions are not ready. In particular, the sorceress Kiona is not ready for what lies ahead of you. And the people of the caravan must be protected. If they come with you now, it will destroy everything that you have sacrificed for so far.
Is he gone?
He's just like floating there and you just don't hear him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if...
Goldrill's gonna ask him, but where do I begin? I know nothing of the coast.
You know the way, even if it does not seem that you know the way. Trust in yourself, and you can never go astray. Trust in your companions, and you will see them again.
I understand.
And then to everybody.
Are you ready to return?
That's what I was about to ask. I'm not sure how to leave. I don't know where we are, really. I'm ready.
Character, can this entity read any of their minds, or is it just the stuff they say?
It most certainly can read minds. So why don't you send me a quick DM on Discord? Mauser, why don't you send me a DM on Discord there, and I'll and I will issue a response.
I'll send a couple choice thoughts.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I mean, that whole time, like, Kiona was like, wait, so what is the thing? What are we taking care of? She's just lost in this, like, loop of, because she's not up there with them. She can't see what's really going on.
She's like,
just like, I'm trying to think. It's so hard. Like, what happened? Going over in her head the things that she saw while she was unconscious, and just like
what's Goldrill talking to that magic cloud about?
What's going on, you guys?
Yeah, Foodle was very
happening?
confused for a little bit, but after Goldrill kept saying stuff, he's like, oh. Also, I sent you something that Foodle's been thinking too. You can
Yes.
respond to it or not. It doesn't, like, it's not
Yes.
critical.
Eldrigo chooses not to respond to Foodle,
Sounds about right.
although you can't tell whether he chose not to respond or whether he can't read thoughts or
Yeah.
what. Because none of you have any indication that he can read your thoughts.
Exactly. Foodle wouldn't know.
That's
Oh no.
Look, everyone, there's a reason why I've been glaring the whole time, because Nasha's been glaring with her brain
She's
Being
been
glaring with
glaring
her
brain.
brain.
That's the picture we need, you guys. If anybody out there in the chat knows how to draw the picture like that, Mazra glaring with her brain.
It's Mazra, but also there's a cutaway, and Mazra's glaring, and her brain has eyes that are glaring
Right,
as well.
you can see like inside of her head.
Sorry. Go ahead,
With the Netflix captions, glare intensifies.
Yeah.
And then Goldrill, as soon as Mazra thinks the fourth thought that you sent to me, not Goldrill, Mazra, Eldrigo says, and everybody is able to hear this.
Oh no.
I do not control you. I do not control your path or your destination. But I know you. I know the true you, who you yourselves do not know. I know everything about you. Beautiful, the ugly, the truth, the lies you tell yourselves. I do not control you or guide you, but I know where you will step, and I know why you will step there.
Well, if you know all that, maybe next time you can give us a little bit more help.
Don't you think, Mazza Greenstone, that people ought to help themselves? I will return you now to the temple, where you may find your way out and back on your journey. You know the way to go before you, even if you do not know that you know.
And the clouds dissipate. There's a flash of lightning, another flash of lightning at the altar. This one's so bright that it seems to blind you for a brief moment before you find yourselves back in the temple.
Oh,
With this magic circle gone.
And a dragon egg.
And a dragon egg. And I think Goldrill was holding a dragon egg in Goldrill's hands.
What about the orc?
How large was it? Because when I think dragon egg, I think huge.
That'll make a pretty good omelet.
Big.
All right, so yeah, I guess I am just holding it.
Throwing daggers.
Did Mazza actually say that? Or was that just a wolf thought, or was that
no? That was she wouldn't
okay.
say that. She's not that bad.
Right.
Well, maybe, but she wouldn't say it out loud.
maybe she thought it. Eldrigo?
Is Kiona's strength returned? Is she still just kind of standing there, like feeling like fuck? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Awesome.
She's out of it.
What about those
She's out of
orcs
it.
and that one lady that we like knocked out?
Oh yeah.
It's like you just left them there. Yeah.
Oh, they're there, even though we can't see them.
They're exactly where you left them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see.
They're all on the stairs. That's where we left them.
Oh, okay, I was too far away.
I thought there was one that got away at the end somehow, or something. Something happened. Something weird. Did we kill them all?
The one that looked like Mazra's mom was still conscious, and we tied her up.
Right. Is she still there?
Yeah,
Okay,
she's
that's the one I was thinking about. Sick. Okay.
Goldrill, you took a lot of damage, and we're gonna for Dragonborn in our campaign setting, we're gonna borrow a page from like actual reptiles, and like your tail is just like on one little fiber, just dangling, and you kind of just reach down and just go, "Phoom," and throw it away.
Wow, that's gross, but kind of cool.
You're just like, oh, that's better.
Here's your opportunity, Mazra!
Wait, Goldrill, you don't need that?
Oh no.
You'll grow a new one. You'll
You'll
grow a new one.
I forgot about the thing.
Roz,
I don't. We'll just say Goldrill leaves the room like first, and won't see her grab it. We'll do that.
You're not terribly attached to that stuff, right? Like human beings, because we can't like regrow limbs and things like that. We're very like psychologically attached to our limbs. You know, you're just like, you know, it's bugging me. Ah, that's much better. You toss it away. No worries, I'll
Like
grow
a
a new one in a
scab.
couple weeks.
Yeah, that's not the problem. Is if Mazur walks over there, picks it up, and stores it in her backpack, he's going to be weirded out and very concerned.
Yeah.
but isn't his tail like how? It's like this big though, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's not like huge.
Yeah.
We have a bag of holding.
How much shit has Mazur given Boodle for pretending to be a... Anyway, it doesn't matter. So what Boodle's gonna do is he's like eyeing whatever the hell is going on over there, but he's also looking up at Kiona. And he's gonna say, Kiona, can you hear me? I don't know if my healing spell has worked. Kiona?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Okay, what happened back there?
I'm pretty tired. I'm not sure.
we need to just get out of here.
Well, I agree. But what about, should we question this lady?
I'm taking her with us.
Oh, okay.
Fuda, as you're sort of doting over Kiona, she, before your very eyes, is her body appears to like just almost imperceptibly just thicken a little bit, and her ears shrink down, and she has slowly, over the course of this entire time, it's almost imperceptible, this is the first time you're noticing it, she is slowly reverting to her human form.
Wait. Osra, Goldrill, look. She doesn't have pointy ears anymore. Yona. Wait, Mazra, do you recognize her? Is this what she always looked like to you at the farm? Back before all of this?
And Master will kind of look back and just give a little nod.
Yona, I think you're human again. Do you feel any different?
I haven't felt different since I started changing.
Yeah. Okay, well, here, and Foodle's gonna reach his hand up to take hers and start trying to gently, not like pulling her, but start leading her out, following Mazra and Goldrill. Let's go.
Kiona, you're not able to even stand up under your own power.
Oh,
Okay.
So, Foodle,
Yeah.
you'll actually find this rather challenging as a poor little gnome.
Right.
Okay. Oh.
Kiona will fall forward. You know, her hand will land on the floor. She's like, I don't think I can walk on my own. I have no strength.
Oh, that's okay. Goldrill, do you think you could help her? I think Mazra's taking that lady. The one with it tied up.
think that would work best. Goldrill will trade the egg in his hands for Kiona's shoulder to help her.
Foodle's just got this giant egg. How big is this egg compared to Foodle, by the way? Foodle is 4.5?
It's pretty big. It's pretty big, but it is light as a gust of wind.
I would have thought it'd be heavier. How big? Foodle is 3.5 feet.
Yeah. It's like one of those big medicine balls to Foodle.
I really thought this was going to be heavier. This isn't too bad. Okay.
And then Mazra, Goldrill leaves the room with Kiona, and kind of like the last thought that strikes you is you look at his tail and you think, well, waste not. And you kind of we're gonna say magic pockets, Divinity Original Sin 2 magic pockets. You have the bag of holding and you just sort of stuff the tail in the bag of holding to make into some tail jerky later.
Oh my god!
Look, this is not my choice, okay?
Shiraz paid money for you to eat that tail. So.
I mean, your orc people did eat my horse, so it's not that far off to
Seems
say
weird
if
to
they're
us,
lying
but,
around.
yeah.
It's eligible.
Yeah. Waste not.
Look, she'll eat it. She's gonna cook it first, okay?
Right, yeah. You're not going to eat it
She's
raw.
not a savage.
Yeah.
Yeah, cook it, smoke it, dry
in
it
a
into
stew.
jerky, like, yeah.
Boil it.
We'll be eating dragon tail
Boil it,
jerky
mash
for the
it.
next
Yeah.
stick it in a stew.
Alright, and now, I mean, Foodle's just going to follow Mazra out of this place, assuming there's no other, like, fights or anything.
If she can't pick up that lady, she'll literally just drag her.
Yeah, you can pick her up and like over the shoulder kind of thing, make your way out.
Okay, guess back to the Giants?
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
no, Kiona's kind of out of it. Did we have a sign to give the Giants? Was it just a thumbs up, or they would just figure if we came back, we succeeded?
I think that was the one. Out of
Okay.
character.
Okay.
I have the way the image you need is Goldrill with Kiona. This is from experience, you guys. Head hanging, like just barely making one foot move in front of the other one as they're walking. If they're passing by people, if they see people, she'll do her best to acknowledge the fact that she's not dead and he's not just like carting her along. But she'll just give the barest of and then keep going. This things that happen.
Yeah.
Hello,
All right. Yeah. So
Giants!
you emerge from the temple, walk back to the Giants Crossing, where you see Shiraz, you got to pay attention, man.
Right? What's up, yo?
Foodle's got a big ass egg.
Goldrill laid an egg. You missed it.
All right.
And Foodle's
That was-
carrying.
That would
good.
have been
Good one.
epic, though. I feel like maybe we should go back and redo that last scene.
Yeah. Anyway,
Mazur won't be having an omelet. She'll just be having some lizard tail jerky.
basically, Eldrigo is God, the egg is Jesus, and Goldrill is Mary.
All right, let's put an end to that.
Oh god.
All right, moving on.
Guys, I
So
swear, it
you-
was God himself.
So you make your way back to the Giants Crossing, and you see Blunderbuss and his two stone giant companions lounging on the rocks, the two stone giant companions are like, you can see the human, the Cormantian army, like way in the distance, like just little dots in the distance, and a couple of flags flying up as they're sort of waiting to see what happens. And the two Blunderbuss's two stone giant companions are taking turns lobbing rocks in their general direction, but it's like falling short. But every time they lob a rock, like some of the soldiers like like back off a little bit, and Blunderbuss is sitting there on top of the rock going, "Oh, ha, ha, Doctor! Ha, 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 ha."
I love this guy.
I love him
and-
too.
None of you can understand what he's saying, but he's actually scoring their throws. So they're having a rock throwing competition. Blunderbuss is scoring it.
So Foodle's gonna waddle up carrying this ridiculous sized egg and be like, "Hello, giants! We're back! Everyone's alive, and I think we..."
Doctor!
And then other giants turn around and go,
Doctor!
and they all get on their knees and bow as Foodle is holding up the egg.
Doctor!
I feel like I should have thought this through more.
I would love to imagine that Foodle wanting to be closer to their like eye level climbed up on a rock, an easy to climb rock, and this is just now the Lion King.
Behold, Goldrill's baby!
Stop!
Is this good or bad that he's saying to Mazra and Goldrill?
Well, bowing is usually a good thing.
I know, but didn't Eldrigo say we needed to take this thing? Are they gonna let us take it?
Blunderbuss gets up on his knees.
El Drogo!
Eldrigo.
El
Mazra.
Drogo!
Kiona will squeak out Mazra because she knows she can hear them if she casts the spell. I told
Mazra-
Blunderbuss
Mazra
that
has
you would
been
be able to understand what they said.
So Mazra has basically not said a thing and has been basically like trudging forward as if she's like trying to punch the world in the face. And let me see what she needs for that. Hang on.
Does she have the slot yet?
But
she has it.
I'm sorry, the ability to punch the world in the face?
No. That's just
Okay.
that's just what
Okay.
Spell slot.
that's just what she's aspiring to.
That's your
She
level
wants to
20
punch the
special
world in the
ability.
face, and then you say, "Let me see what she needs for that." That's
For comprehend languages, so she kind of like if she's like whenever carrying that lady, she kind of roots around in like a little pack and just kind of like smudges her fingers and is like speaks the words that needs to be spoken.
Yeah. And Blunderbuss, you hear the giant, his speech turn from what is gibberish to you into
The sacred egg! They have it! Where did you get that, tiny people?
I want to know where we got it.
Oh. Can somebody point over toward the temple?
Well, assuming they know where it is, it might be more wise to just say Eldrigo's name.
Oh.
They
Did
might
you
interpret it as we got it from him?
did you speak to Eldrigo?
Fortunately,
Oh.
Remember, we can understand him, but we cannot speak to him, you guys. So we have to figure out.
If you like nod,
we gotta like.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even we can understand him. It's just Mazra. Right
It's Mazra, right? Exactly.
It's just fantastic. She's in a great mood, you guys. She's ready to have a
Right?
conversation.
She's just like, fuck you all.
You have been entrusted with a sacred quest.
And Blunderbuss is looking at you in awe.
Are they gonna-
How can we be of service to you?
Are they gonna let us pass?
I'm pretty sure I don't know how to tell him that though.
Oh. Well, let's just start walking, maybe?
Do you understand me? Are you able to speak back to me? Oh dear.
Then one of the other giants says,
How do we communicate with them? Let me try. Do you want us to take you somewhere? Do you want us to give you our shiniest rock?
The shiniest.
Very well, here.
and the
Oh.
stone giant reaches into his robe and he pulls out this shimmering stone of pyrite and places it down on the ground and just sort of goes boom. And you can see it like glistening with sweat, and it smells of some pretty strong giant BO. And is utterly worthless. Like, it's not like gold or anything like that. Obviously, the giants do not refine their stones.
This is our shiniest rock.
It's beautiful. And it's so huge.
Goldrill, sensing what is going on here, he's gonna place Kiona down, walk over to Mazza, give her a very, very light, like friendly karate chop to the head, and I'm gonna.
Sorry.
I'm gonna
light, friendly karate
I
chop
will
to the
murder
head.
Not
you.
even me. Like that's not.
As like
What?
you know if you walk. Have you ever
You
seen in the show
flicker.
like someone walks over
You
and just like
flicker on a
taps
I've seen it.
shoulders.
I've seen. Yeah, I know what you're talking. I know what you're
and
talking
give a
about.
hand, like not hard, just like a light.
I know what
tap.
you're talking about. Just like a little.
And then
Mazra will somehow keep herself from taking the egg and throwing it off the cliff. Barely.
Oodle's inching closer and closer to this glistening rock that's bigger
Yeah.
than he.
Goldrill is just gonna walk over towards them, get their attention, and he's just gonna point to the bridge and then point down at the people, the soldiers. And then
Oh.
do like a walking motion with his hands.
Oh. You want us to walk the soldiers to their little toy tower? Okay. That's easy. All right. Well, it was nice seeing you. Where's that little elf girl?
Kiona will do everything she can to like raise her head and kind of give him a happy-ish look if she can, and like wave.
Well, you don't know what they said.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't.
That's
Nope.
true.
Okay, so she's still slumped over there. That's fine.
She just slumped on a rock like, life. Woe is me.
Well, I think
Esther, do you respond in any way to that?
What?
The giant asks where the elf girl is.
Just point at Kiana.
Oh. Well, you're not an elf girl. But then you also weren't an elf girl when you were a sheep.
He did see that, huh?
Very interesting.
We talked when I was a sheep, actually. So.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes. It seems that you're the only one who can understand me. Can you tell her that I tried the grass, but it wasn't very good? But let it not be said that Blunderbuss won't try new things. Well, okay. It was nice to meet you. Bye.
What an effective way to make us cut that conversation short by like a whole lot, by making us incapacitated when we need to be. I just want to hug him. I just want to walk up to his leg and just like give it like the.
No, seriously. Wait, Mazra,
And-
are we okay to go?
I think we're fine.
Okay.
They're gonna let them go through.
How are we gonna
We'll
take
go way
this,
back at the Giants.
this golden
And,
stone?
Blunderbuss and the Blunderbuss and the two other stone giants sort of sit down on their giant boulders, and the one that was gonna go next in the stone throwing game kind of sheepishly puts it down, and they just wait.
Tell the humans that they can come across, and we will walk them to their toy tower.
Does Mazra start moving or?
Yeah. Oh, she like gave like a little, got it.
Wait, but what about the
Walk right over to
golden
Kiana.
stone?
I'm assuming, is that thing like 10 feet tall or something? Like,
Just leave me.
It's like 4 feet tall, but it's pyrite. It's like, you
to be
know,
fair, I did a little Googling, and pyrite is a spell component for like one spell.
okay. Well, if anybody has like some like a chisel, a hammer and
chisel.
chisel, or like stonemason's tools or anything
Pretty
like that.
sure that Mazra does.
Yeah.
Sensing. Well, I don't have that stuff, but I have stuff that can break a rock.
I have a hammer and I have a crowbar.
Yeah.
Hammer and a crowbar you can use in a jiffy.
She won't take a lot, just a little bit. Put it in a pouch.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's pretty big. Okay. And Foodle's gonna grundle this giant egg across the bridge.
And the stone giants are watching you take just a little piece off of their shiny stone, and just kind of look at each other.
Small folk are strange.
Just before he gets to the bridge, he's gonna sort of set the egg down and turn and wave at all the giants. Bye! Thanks for the help! And he's gonna
And
pick
Kiona
up
will
the
do
egg
her
again.
best to also like lift her arm and.
Yeah.
Goodbye, little
Before-
elf sheep human girl.
Before we leave, Goldrill's he's gonna walk over to the pyrite. He's gonna break off a chunk himself with his crowbar, and then while holding it in one hand, he's gonna point at the giants, then point at himself, and then put his hands together like kind of like a comrade thing and put that in the air. See if they understand what I'm trying to say.
Oh, I just had like a whole flash of Goldrill in future adventures coming back upon these giants.
That
and,
was
like,
that was the thought. That was the thought. Just like they're fellow worshippers. They might come in handy.
I love it.
Unless anyone else wants to
And
do
so
anything else. Once we start getting to the people, you go ahead, Ghost.
I know. After I do that, I'll go grab.
You can see the
Thanks for remembering
Chromantian army column.
I got you, girl.
You can see the Chromantian army column sort of waiting in the distance, kind of like uncertainly looking at each other and at this exchange that's happening.
Okay, so if we're getting close, what was that? Shoot, what was that command? I didn't write it down. Did anyone write it down? I'm a dummy.
The who?
Like the commander.
The commander who gave you the quest.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't remember.
Hold on,
No,
maybe I did write
not
it
write
down.
down the name of him. I don't write down those kinds of details.
The last name that I have written down in my book with zero context. It's just a name. It's Naranthalar
I do
Peach.
Oh, that's the one who gave the boots to Mazra, I think,
shit.
because that's
All right, well,
the
that's
note
not
that it was
helpful.
associated with. It was also in my note, but I think it's associated. I'm not even sure now that I know that you also made note of it. I don't know if I put it in the right note, so it could
It's
be
in the
something.
chat. It's in the chat.
He's a cobbler.
Put it in the chat for you.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh.
Oh, thank goodness.
I have 3 names in the notes that I have. It's Undrelor, Clotar, and Nestor Kane. That little shit.
Freaking Nestor Kane. Okay.
The hidden gold line that I wrote, Nestor Kane has beef or started beef or whatever it was.
Okay.
The note I have for Narathalar Peach was a grumpy cobbler. That's all I know.
So Foodle's gonna still be trundling up with this egg and say, Sir Aaron? Something? Mr. Commander person, hello?
Yes,
Hello, we are...
it's you.
Yeah, we're the heroes that you sent
Oh,
out.
Foodle.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I remember.
We've come back, and the giants, and he's gonna look at Mazra, are going to let you pass?
Are you quite sure? They were just throwing rocks at us a couple of minutes ago.
Right, but you'll notice that they stopped after he got there, and Mazra here expertly explained the situation. And, yeah, we solved their problem. Apparently, some sort of evil orcs had taken over their temple, and so we went and fought them off, and Yona saved all of our lives, and now we're back here. And look,
No,
we've got
indeed.
a giant egg.
And now I have this egg.
Oh.
Huh.
Well,
Those descriptions of events is just...
And now there's an egg.
Kali, by the way, I gotta say, I respect the fact that you have been holding your hands up for so long.
Dude, I have
The
no...
dedication to
this is
holding
like-
the egg up, like
yeah, he's been holding his hands up a while. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
I
hard.
could see because you're also probably like doing this, like because it's resting on your shoulders at this point.
I'm
Like,
imagining...
I don't know. It's a light egg though. If
It's
it's
the-
light as the whip.
Yeah.
Look at
Uh-oh.
Look at the
this is
green-
what I'm
the
imagining,
green screen.
right? I'm imagining Fufu
Right.
with this ginormous thing, and this is how he's
Oh my
holding it.
god.
Like
He's
oblong
like
shape,
this?
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I was
Mazra
Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Big
so he's
busting
looking
ghost
out behind it, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he's not. He doesn't have it like up over his head. It's
No,
like
no.
you know.
Like hold
he
like
can't
this.
see. Yeah, exactly. He can't see past it anyway. But I don't know.
Yeah. So, that's very interesting and quite an egg it is. But yes, well, good job, those dastardly Bloodfoot Reavers. They seem to be everywhere, don't they? Yes, well, we had better get going to for more. You've done a great service to Comantia, even though you're only strangers. Here, and he kind of detaches a sort of a piece of writing, like a little scroll with a broken wax seal at both ends. Here you go. Take this with you. If you find yourselves in the capital, present this to an officer of the guard. I'm sure that they can find more work for you with better rewards than this. But you've done a great service to our country.
Well, I mean, we're just glad to have helped people out. You can just tuck it into the tunic pocket there.
Yes, of course. And he kind of leans down and just sort of.
It's like a tunic pocket. It's. I mean,
Look, if you're gonna stick pieces of paper in our pants, I'd rather it be money.
This monster.
I might be with Mazra.
Oh, okay.
Well,
money comes in the form of coinage. I would happily pay you for your services, but coin is something that we didn't travel with.
No. I mean, I don't expect any coin reward.
I could give you a chicken and a few potatoes if you like.
No, you probably need that more than.
I think Mazra got enough shiny objects anyway.
Now, Mazra, did the giants say if they were just, getting out of the way, or were they gonna walk with them, or what did?
Does she feel inclined to tell
Giants
them?
will walk with the people. They're gonna escort them to their tower.
I know that, but only Mazra's
only
character
Mazra.
knew that.
Oh, sorry.
Can I roll a d10?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've
And
done that.
If it's okay. If it's wait.
Do you like evens or odds?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you could roll anything and do evens or odds.
even she'll tell the truth, and odds she'll lie.
What the fuck, Mazra?
Okay.
She's just being spiteful now. She's just angry.
She's
All
mad.
right.
No, she's just like, you're fine. They said the way's clear. You can go on to wherever you need to go.
She's
Excellent.
not lying. It's just an omission of truth.
And Sir Aaron bids you farewell. Good luck on your journeys then. Thank you for your help today. And he turns around and signals for his troops to go forward. The column begins to move out. A few of the soldiers on their way utter hasty thank yous to you. Some of them give you blessings in the name of whatever gods they worship, or but the column sort of rolls down to the Stone Giants Crossing.
During that whole conversation, you saw Kiona trying. She would her head would a minuscule shake or nod depending on what she heard, but she just couldn't. She's like, oh yeah, because she wanted to help with the conversation there, but it just clearly wasn't.
Gods do not
you
pay the bills.
You can see some of the soldiers in the column that as they've crossed the giant's crossing, just to remind you guys what it looks like.
Oh, right.
As they cross that little footbridge, and Blunderbuss over here at the top has sort of perched on top of the boulder. He stands up as the head of the column is moving through. He stands up, and the soldiers who are marching in formation, they suddenly scatter and sort of fan out, and they're like, oh. But then they see that Blunderbuss isn't making any threatening moves, and kind of mimics what he's seen humans do, and kind of gives like a bow like this, and indicates the way forward with one of those like big smiles that is meant to look disarming, but actually just looks psychopathic. He's like,
Amazing.
Oh my god. I'm gonna write a letter to Blunderbuss and have somebody translate it for me because this is delightful and I need to say thank you.
and the soldiers kind of like nervously like and continue marching, and the stone giants sort of march alongside them, and you hear the call marching like but interspersed with just the foom, foom of giant feet moving away with them. And before long, there's little left but a few figures in the distance and a dust cloud where everybody marched.
Now, this is out of character. Would the caravan have continued on? Because I know we talked to the mayor and said we were helping them, but I don't know if...
The caravan would have been behind this because we need to cross that bridge as well, as far as I know. And that's why we came upon this whole thing.
Oh.
Like, we're going in that same direction. We were heading toward Carmantia, and
okay.
Yeah, and this was a thing that was happening ahead of our, like, they were in front of us. So the caravan would follow behind them.
Yeah.
Probably?
Basically the column had been cut off from the rest of the country by, in this little sort of remote border region, which is pretty amazing that like a little footbridge could do this, but that's reality. That's how things were, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's where you could cross easily.
In medieval times, right?
Yep.
And so to head deeper into Cormantia, you need to cross that bridge as well.
Okay, well, as we're sort of limping back to the caravan, Foodle's gonna sort of sidle up to Goldrill and Fiona. And, Goldrill, what did Eldrigo say to you about this egg? And asking him questions, but I didn't hear a thing.
He informed me that my path is separate from the rest of you, and that you are the ones who must care for the egg until it is rejuvenated.
Wait, what? Are you sure you heard him right? You can't. What? We need you, and I don't know what to do with a big egg.
I don't know, Foodle, you seem pretty motherly to me. You can figure it out.
Oh, you think so?
I believe so, yes.
Thank you. Well, but wait, if we're taking care of the egg, what are you doing?
I have to finish whatever it is that my mentor started.
Oh, like with that amulet that you told us about?
That and the Moon Coast.
Well, could we come with you? I mean, maybe we could help you.
Unfortunately, Eldrigo said that you got. Yeah, I don't want to say you guys. It's too modern. Unfortunately, Eldrigo informed me that you are all not ready for this path.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong, I don't know why he believes I'm ready. All I know is that that is what he informed me.
Oh. Goldrill, I know why. I always figured you. Great things. I know that we're gonna miss you. Right, Kiona?
Kiona will give an imperceptible little of her head and kind of squeeze a little bit on Goldrill's arm where he's holding her. Like, yes.
So the Shadow Coast, huh? I've never heard of it. Do you have a
Moon
clue?
Coast.
Or Moon Coast. See, I don't even... Oh my... This is why he chose you, Goldrill. Come on. Do you know the first step in the journey?
I do not. But according to Eldrigo, I will find my way just fine.
That's so cool. Alright, and then... Keep heading back.
All right, and if there's nothing else, it's not long before you see the outline of the first signs of the caravan out before you. And as you're approaching, a couple of the town militia, dressed in their rags that seem to be falling apart more and more every time you see them. Basically, they're just survivors of the goblin attack from like a year and a half ago, still wearing the same clothes that they were wearing during the attack.
Right.
A couple of them ride out to meet you along with the mayor. And the mayor riding her horse sort of at the front. She wheels up to a stop and, oh my goodness, all of you look positively dreadful. And I see that you came back with a couple of souvenirs. And she eyes up the gigantic storm cloud looking egg that Foodle is holding up. And as well as the unconscious orcish woman slung over Mazra's shoulder. Well, hurry! Come on, come back into town. Let's get some hot food in you.
This is gonna need to be stored in the jail.
Yes, of course. Very, very well. We trust your judgment. And she motions for one of the militiamen to come and kind of relieve Mazra of her burden. Sort of flops her sort of longwise across his horse and then rides back into town to deposit her into the break.
Just really quick. She will inform them that that lady is a Bloodfoot, so they need to be real careful.
We'll take every precaution. And then the other militiaman kind of brings his horse up alongside Goldrill and reaches down to take Kiona and similarly sort of drape her across the horse and ride her ride her back into town alongside the rest of them.
Yeah, if we have any healers, she needs help. I don't know what's wrong with her. My healing spell did not. It didn't seem to rouse her.
Most interesting. Perhaps.
Oh, I was muted.
Yeah, you were muted. Perhaps Andrelor may know what to do about it.
Well, you know what? I think maybe just take her back to her quarters and have any healers that we have. See what they can do, and we'll talk to Andrelor if that's okay.
Very, very well. Well, let's get started with that. We'll deposit Kiona back at her residence, and once all of you have had a hot meal, shall we meet at my tent in half an hour?
Yeah.
It looks like you have much to report.
Yeah. Yes, that will work. Okay, we'll meet you
Very
there.
well. Yes. All right. And so they sort of take off, and you are left to your own devices with half an hour.
Okay, so
you're kind of just brought back to your quarters, and you know the young man who's like pulls you off the horse, and he's kind of like blushing and kind of puts you down in bed and kind of is like with the sheet, and then runs out.
She's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. She just like passed out until the next person shows up. Like that's essentially. She's like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, you're knocked out.
No, yeah, absolutely.
You're out cold. As soon as you hit that bed, you're like,
Yep.
Like not even like peacefully sleeping, like
Right.
sheets and
like
a gentle breeze
36
from the
hours could pass and she would never know. She would
like,
just
drool is dripping out the side of your
Yep.
yeah.
Goldrill, as they're heading back to wherever they stay, what should we do with this egg? I mean, is it safe to put in the bag of holding? What if it hatches?
It might not be wise to place such an important item in there.
Right.
At least one that is alive.
Well, I guess I can leave it with my mom for now.
Oh my god.
Mom, I brought you a present.
We just
Look, her name is Needles, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm imagining. That she knits it like a little koozie.
Oh, she definitely
Right,
would.
she's
little-
got a whole.
little
Oh
thing.
my
Yeah.
god, Poodle's
Yeah.
mom is the caretaker of the egg while we're on an adventure.
Yeah.
So good.
I love it.
Knitting it like little blankets and little hats and stuff.
Yes.
It was amazing.
Very end of the campaign, you beat the big bad evil guy, the BBEG, and you're being congratulated by Goldrill on a job well done, and he's just standing there, and he's in one talon, he's got a little blankie that he's holding on to.
Oh my god. Okay.
Pay no attention to the blankie. It makes me feel safe.
It comforts me.
Okay.
Nobody would even second guess it either. They would just let it go because it's dragon. They don't like. They're like, okay,
It
cool.
comforts me during the bad timey-wimeys.
Well,
It's just this ratty stained blanket at the top of a dragon horde.
I love it. Oh god, that is the most amazing little image. Poodle's mom knitting next to a blanket that's covered in a knitted blanket.
Oh my gosh, Wolf, you're a genius.
It's the egg. I'm sorry, an egg that's covered in a little blanket. It's your safety blankie. That's right.
Well, Fudo's gonna go pass out. Well, he's gonna give his mom the egg. Tell her to keep it safe. We're gonna look into what to do with this egg.
What? Foodle, wait.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna ask.
What is this? What is this for?
Well, I'm not really sure. We
We can't make an omelet out of this. We won't be able to eat it all before it goes bad.
No, Mom. So this is not for eating. This is. I think this might be a dragon egg. I wish Goldra were here.
And she's like holding on to it, and she's
If that's what I was thinking.
Well,
What
for the sake of
you brought home a dragon egg?
Yeah. Well, okay. So I'm pretty sure we met Eldrigo, who's like.
for the sake
this-
of making sure this egg is in safe hands, Goldrill will have come with you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This makes
Goldro.
things a little easier.
It's like.
This is if I understood him correctly, this is a fragment of the storm dragon Eldrigo's soul.
And Needles hits a mom pose, fists on her hips, and looks at Goldrill like patiently, but like a little bit judgmentally. And Goldrill, young man, are you the father?
No, Mom. Come on. It's not like that.
Goldrill will deliver the most exaggerated facepalm of his fucking existence.
Mom, it's not like that.
What's wrong? What's wrong with just asking? I need to know
No. Okay. So it's not.
because
It's not-
you
No one
need to-
laid this
if you-
egg. It appeared
Okay.
at an altar.
Okay.
Yeah. We think. It sounds crazy, but I think we met.
Just if you meet a girl, and Foodle, this goes for you too. If you meet a girl, and
Mom!
I'm a modern woman, but one thing leads to another, and you both need to make sure you take responsibility if anything like that ever
I
happens.
should have known that
Poodle's
this was going to turn
mom
into a
to
lecture.
her deathbed believes that this is Goldrill's baby. That is how that is.
Oh, God.
Goldrill's baby that we're dealing with. She refuses to believe anything else.
Okay, Mom, I get it. Thank you. But this is not Goldrill's egg. This is Eldrigo's egg. Do you know who Eldrigo is? I didn't know Eldrigo.
Sure it is, son.
Yeah, I know who Eldrigo is. He's the god of truth.
Yeah, and I swear that Eldrigo told us or told Goldrill to have us take care of this egg. And so that's what we're gonna do. Okay?
Oh, my little boy, chosen by a god
Well,
to
okay.
look after an egg.
Mom, I wasn't chosen to. Goldrill was chosen, and he's entrusted us with this thing because he's got something even more important, right? Goldrill?
Yes.
I love how embarrassed Foodle is.
I love
That's
this.
the most precious moment ever.
Mom, no.
Mom, no.
So, Mom, if there's any advice you need to give Goldrill before he leaves, say it now, because he's got a big, important mission ahead.
Are you leaving, Goldrill?
I'm afraid I must.
Well, not without all your friends having a home-cooked dinner.
Mom, you would
I
do
won't
that?
have it any other way.
I love it.
I insist.
That's amazing. Okay,
The Last Supper.
well, Goldrill, we've got a meeting with the mayor. I need to pass out because I don't know if you can tell, we got really beat up. But how about after the meeting?
Yes. Well, come straight back here. We'll get a cooking fire going. We'll have a big cookout outside.
Okay.
I think there might be a little bit of gut ripper left over.
Perfect. That's perfect. Okay. I'm excited. Goldrill, I'll see you at the meeting, and then let's bring everybody back here.
Out of character, hasn't it been like months since you killed that boy?
I
It's
don't
been a minute.
think
They
it's
preserved-
been that long.
They
yeah.
preserved it.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
would've
don't
solved
know.
it. I'm trying to
I
think
don't-
like
Yeah.
Bacon now.
I think at
It's
I'm
fine.
trying to
most
remember,
it's
I'm
been
trying to
like
remember
a week or
where.
two.
Yeah. Trying to remember when exactly it happened.
Oh, I have a note about
It was before-
oh my
it was
god,
before
I took
Ostrand.
one of free notes in one of my episodes
It was
here. I can find it.
before Fort Ostrand.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's probably 3 nights at Fort Ostrand. Another couple. Yeah, it's probably been.
Oh
it's
my
probably
god,
been
that was episode
a
5,
week
y'all.
or 2 weeks.
Holy
It's
crap.
been a minute.
I know, but you
Yeah.
say episode 5, we've only made it like 2 or 3 weeks.
I know, I'm just
Oh,
saying,
yeah,
like,
you guys
in terms
know
of.
Happened in between. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That was after the Goldrill's bed speech.
Boodle's gonna give his mom a huge
Oh, you had to
hug,
remind me.
and then he's gonna go jump on the bed and collapse.
Yeah.
We did say we'd meet them in a half an hour, just FYI. Half
Yeah.
hour nap is all you get.
Oh yeah, he's taking a power nap.
Power nap. All right. Mazra, what are you doing in that half hour of time?
Basically, she is just gonna go back to her little place and get all the wet crap off and dry off, and like, make basically the whole time just be grumbling to herself about stupid gods and idiot people, and just like,
Being angry.
yeah, she's angry, and basically if she has another change of clothes, she'll just change into something that's not like soaked with water. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you guys practically have to like peel your clothes
right,
off yourself.
and
She
just
got
takes
dumped in her bed as is, so she.
just takes a little bit of time to just try and get her head on straight a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. Woof, I know out of character you're gonna want to do something with this person that you brought back.
Yeah,
There'll be time. There'll be a couple hours of time in between your meeting with the mayor and the little cookout celebration there.
Okay.
So, yeah. Goldril, anything in particular?
I think Goldrill's just gonna go get changed into some different clothes, and then he's probably gonna go meditate, do the usual, clear his head. Too much mind blowing shit has gone on. Doesn't even feel tired.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what he's
Yeah.
doing till meeting time.
And as you're quietly meditating, you may be looking for some kind of revelation. You may be looking for some kind of guidance, but nothing comes to you. The only thing that seems to echo in your mind is Eldrigo's last words to you. To trust in yourself, and you'll know the way. Trust in your companions, and you'll see them again. Now, before long, the appointed time of the meeting rolls around. You gather once again at Mayor Roundtree's tent, which serves as the kind of command center for the civic government of the caravan. Yep.
Did somebody get Kiona? Is that a thing, or is she still passed out in bed?
She's still passed out in her bed,
I figured. Okay.
and we'll get to what's coming in a little bit. Yeah, so you appear at the tent with Mayor Roundtree. Undralor is also there, and also there is a a cleric, a healer, who had been tending to Kiona. And they seem to be in deep conversation, and Mayor Roundtree has sort of her brow is furrowed in a combination of sort of amazement and confusion, and Undulor frowning even deeper in a combination of amazement and the kind of understanding that only brings more questions. And as the three of you approach, minus Kiona is still like dead asleep in her wagon. Mayor Roundtree looks up and beckons you closer. Yes. Come here. You're going to want to listen to this. Well, so please go over that again. And the healer turns to the three of you and says, she is responding to the healing magic, but we've given her quite a lot. If you know what I mean. We had 3 clerics working on her all at once. It seems that whatever this is it's drained her so completely that I'm frankly astounded that she's even alive.
Do you think she's gonna be okay?
Yes, she's sleeping soundly now. But I've never seen anything like this before.
Undulor, what about you?
And the bald... He wasn't bald, was he? No, his very close cropped hair and very close shaven beard, the dwarf, kind of looks down and taps his fingers on Roundtree's map table at the center of the tent. He says, "This is quite curious indeed. Quite curious. I'm not sure what to make of this information. What is it that you saw up there?"
I was gonna sort of look up at...
We encountered... Do we know what the things in the orange robes are, or they're just weird to us? All right.
Yeah, you don't know what they are.
We encountered a robed figure atop a mountain who seemed to be preparing something, and upon engaging...
Preparing what? Preparing what? Please be more specific.
He was preparing what at the time just looked like some ritual using the same monolith stones that we encountered in Blycross.
The black obelisks.
Yes.
Go on, please.
Upon engaging in battle with him and slaying the robed figure, his blood seemed to infuse into the obelisk, empowering it of sorts, and it spawned what I can only truly describe as a nightmare. Was a blue dragon with I'm trying to think what would be a good word. Because neon doesn't exist. I'm trying to think of what would be like the strongest
Like,
word.
luminescent,
Ooh.
That's a good
like
one. Yeah.
glowing, right? Yeah.
A blue dragon with luminescent white veins all over its body.
You're saying that the obelisk was active, unlike the ones that you found in Blackcross.
It appears so, yes.
Yeah.
Most curious. And then what happened?
Honestly, everything after that is sort of a blur. We engaged the dragon in battle, but as you can probably guess, fighting a dragon never goes well.
No, I would guess not.
All I remember is attacking the dragon a few times, then turning my attention to the obelisk itself in hopes that shattering it might disperse this creature. But then everything after that is just black. And then next thing I know, I wake up and the dragon's gone.
Yeah.
Most interesting.
Well, I thought we were all die. But it looked like Kiona defeated the dragon. Saved all of us.
Kiona
Yeah.
defeated the dragon.
Yeah. I mean, she finished it off.
How?
So were we all like conscious for like the whole time that she
Yeah.
got from
Yeah.
when she got up to face planet?
Yeah.
All right.
It seems...
Honestly, I'm not sure I
How-
could say that was Kiona. Her body moved in a way that almost looked like she didn't know how it worked. And then she unleashed spells that I've quite honestly never seen before.
Yeah. I don't know how she killed it.
My theory is that Eldriga was working through her in those moments.
Ooh.
Curious theory. Why would you say that, Miss Greenstone?
Hold on.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Did any of us hear Eldrigo tell Kiona that it was her that did that and not him?
He didn't. Eldrigo did not reference.
Kiona
Her
asked the question,
defeated the dragon.
Eldrigo answered it. So you might have heard the answer, but not the question.
But here's the thing: Mazra is lying right now. That she doesn't
Yeah,
believe
yeah,
this.
yeah.
She's just straight up trying to
Yeah.
lie.
Yeah.
So
I picked that up. Yeah.
right. But
What would lead you to that conclusion, Miss Greenstone?
we were told when it was over that we had been chosen or something like that to help, I don't know, clear these altars off. And it was between letting us die on the ground and getting the job done.
Most curious.
Yeah, Eldrigo did say that they wanted us to stop the corruption of their altars.
Mazza, roll deception.
No, don't make me do this. I always fail.
Then stop lying.
No, never. Never. I will never stop lying. I don't know why that was on advantage. Can I use it? Can I use an inspiration?
Sure.
It's gonna fail again, but whatever. I'll try it anyway.
Oh,
I don't know why I bother. I just
why do we even have
I have
advantage?
literally never rolled deception and had it.
Oh, woof.
Literally every time I do deception or like any of all the things she's supposed to be good at, I fail at it every time.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
a +5. You
I'm
rolled a
so- that's
2.
so-
Like
You
this
rolled
has been the
That's
last
twos and a
like.
four.
Come on.
So again,
Yeah.
it's decided to bully me again after it bullied me the entire
Yeah.
session last week too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it did. If you
Whatever.
want to use I know that you have trouble with all the numbers, but if you ever want to just switch to regular dice, that's fine.
I kind of just whatever.
Undroller kind of frowns a little bit in, as he seems to try to work this idea over in his mind, and he says, perhaps. And then the priest finally, well, in any case, she should be ready to awaken fairly soon, within the next couple of hours. I would be worried that the amount of, shall we say, magical stimulant that we put into her would stop the heart of an ogre. So I can't imagine she'll be sleeping for very long.
Okay. Well, that's good. Maybe she can come to dinner at my place. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. I'm glad that Kyona's gonna be okay. The other news is that, as you know, Mayor Roundtree, we were trying to, negotiate safe passage, and the giants will let our caravan pass now because we helped them with their temple.
Yes, that's excellent news, Foodle. Well done to all of you. I don't know how we can thank you enough for everything you've done. Now I suppose all there is for us to decide where we go next.
Oh, wait. That
Yes.
reminds me. Well, first of all, no thanks needed. I mean, we're just trying to help the caravan. Oh my god, that mug. We're just here to help the caravan. And I almost forgot. And Foodle pulls out the scroll. Heads up. That mug is great. I wish the green screen didn't mess with it as much, but my
I
shirt,
know.
it'll do the same thing to my shirt too. Anyway.
Yeah. Mazra's got no face.
I know, poor Maz.
Mazra can't punch the world in the face if she has no face.
Yeah.
It's the world fighting back.
Oh, we got this from the Cormantian soldiers. I don't know. Hopefully this will help the caravan, and Foodle's going to sort of unroll it. Is it in common?
It is in common.
Okay.
Yeah.
What in general does
And
it say?
it is simply marching orders for Sir Aaron to gather up a levy from his lands and the surrounding lands, train them up, organize them as an army, and march them to Fort Famore.
Oh.
But what is more important is actually the seal that proves that this is sort of legitimate and was given to them by Sir Aaron.
Okay.
And so it will identify them as somebody who Sir Aaron has said, kind of like, hey, you can trust these people. They helped us out. They're good. They're the good guys.
Okay, the Cormantians gave me this, and I think I think other people will see this, especially other Cormantians. They might see this. I don't know. Maybe they'll recognize the seal, and maybe we'll be in their good graces.
This looks like, and she kind of sort of works it over, and Mayor Roundtree, like all of you, are very humble individuals, and I don't mean like humble in character. I mean humble in life circumstance. But she is obviously like older and a lot more world experienced than a lot of you, and this almost looks like some kind of a royal seal to me.
Ooh.
This may open some very valuable doors for you and for the caravan as well.
Oh, that's amazing. Great. Fudo's gonna look up at Ozra and Goldrill. I guess there were two other things. So, Goldrill was mentioning the orcs, and they did some kind of ritual. We captured one of them. So maybe.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so maybe we can get some answers as to what they've been doing. I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn, but Eldrigo himself said that whatever they were doing was clouding their vision. Is her? I don't know. Anyway, Eldrigo's vision.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
My goodness, Foodle. That sounds quite serious to me. I wouldn't know what to do with that.
Well, I guess we could question them.
Yes, I suppose you could. I think that might be a good place to start, but be careful, Foodle. It sounds like you four are getting mixed up in some things that are rather a lot bigger than scouting ahead of the caravan to fight wild beasts and orcs and goblins.
Yeah, I agree. It's certainly never anything I thought I'd be doing. But I guess if the Reavers are up to this and it's disrupting gods, I feel like I should probably do something to help stop them.
If you feel you must.
Okay.
I admire that sentiment, Foodle.
And I guess Goldrill had a special mission. Goldrill's gonna...
Mayor Roundtree is going to look up at him too because she's just like a short little old lady.
Foodle's just making me explain this to like everybody in the caravan at this point. Yes. Eldrigo informed me that I should start what my mentor started. What that is exactly, I could not tell you honestly, but it sounded urgent.
Well, what does that mean for you, Goldrill?
He informed me that my path is separate from the rest of the group. So I will be taking his advice and moving alone from here on in search of a place that I only know by the name of Moon Coast.
Well, you You've been of great service to our community. You're a hero to many of the people here. We'll be sorry to lose you.
I'm
But
sorry.
every young person needs to make their own way in the world. Especially when commanded to do so by a god, I suppose.
That is true.
Before you leave, we will outfit you for your journey. I'll see to it that every scrap of map and survey and weather chart that we have for this region that we've entered, as limited as it may be, we'll make sure that you have a copy.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Thank you, Mayor Roundtree. We wouldn't be standing here if it wasn't for Goldrill.
No, a great many people can say the same. I hope we'll meet you again, Goldrill. And she holds out a little weathered, calloused former stonemason hand.
I will reach out and shake her hand firmly and say, "Don't worry. You'll see me again."
You will.
Can't get rid of Goldrill that easily.
Well, you young people have your goodbyes to say. You have much work to do. I'm sure you have much celebration and resting to do. We will leave you to it.
Okay. Thank you, Mayor. Make sure that he gets those maps.
I'll get them started right now.
Okay. Alright, now, Mazra, Goldrill, we should check on Kiona. Bye! We'll head out.
Goodbye, Warg Slayers. You still haven't changed that name, eh?
I was trying to think of one.
We were talking about it the
We've
other
been-
day.
Oh my
we
goodness,
just
we've
have
been
no.
racking our brains. We'll come up with something better. And unless somebody stops him, Foodle's just gonna head straight for Kiona.
I'm actually so disappointed because I found out the other day that these guys have a players chat to coordinate things, and there's been apparently a lack of roasting the DM
I know.
in that chat. And
But
as
we-
We have been
I was
trying
like,
to get our shit together. I'm sorry, but
I really want to show chat like just a quick sneak peek of the incredibly beautiful spreadsheet, but I don't know. I should ask first. Anyway, it's amazing. Flutter put it together for us, and it's so awesome.
Flutter is a spreadsheet goddess.
see, he knows. He knows. This is nothing to me. I love spreadsheets.
It's mind-blowing to me. Also, Blue Janie and Goose Brigader, while I have a second, thank you both so much for the raid. You guys are amazing. We've had a
Oh,
whole bunch-
welcome Raiders!
Those are awesome.
Blue
Thank
Janie,
you.
That's
Blue
amazing.
Janie, long time no see.
And Goose, many of you will know
Goose.
from this design.
Goose, we love you,
Look what-
Goose.
We love you, Goose.
Look what came in the mail today, Goose. Hey.
But seriously, we Blue Janie, I have been a long-time follower. Unfortunately, very rarely joining your streams because of time zones and stuff. We're always streaming at the same time. But she's amazing as well. Go give her a follow, peeps. Thank you for the raid.
Yeah, Blue Janie's a lot of fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're heading over to Kiona's place, unless there's anything that Mazra... Oh shoot, do we need... Are we doing the interrogation first? We should do that with Kiona.
I think that was gonna be later.
Okay.
It is whenever you guys are directing the flow of things.
Well, here's an
Right now.
out-of-character question for you, Leader. Do you want to be part of the interrogation, or are you going to leave after the celebration? Because we could do the interrogation after the celebration. But if you want to be part of it, then we could do it before.
I will be part of it because I actually have a plan for how I'm
Ooh.
going to leave.
Okay.
Oh,
Be
Going
part
to
of okay.
enforce it right now through DM.
Okay.
fantastic.
Well,
Okay.
well, let's get Kiona so that we can get some answers for what these reavers have been up to. Poodle's gonna go like knock on her. Is it a tent flap? Shit, I don't even know. Wherever Kiona lives.
Everybody has their own like little carriage,
Right.
or whatever,
Okay.
unless, except for like I think Foodle stays with his mom, or like whatever. Like everybody's house is like a little carriage, kind of thing.
Kiona, it's your best friend, Foodle. Oh. Kiona.
Assumedly she'll kind of wake up to that. Is she? What? All right, come in.
Okay. And Mazra and Goldrill are here too. And we'll all file in there, or at least Foodle will. Kiona,
Kiona is still human.
Ooh.
It's interesting. Kiona, I'm kind of proud of myself. I didn't tell Unrelor about the egg, although now thinking about it, he probably knows already. Because it wasn't really a secret when we... Either way, I was proud of myself, because I didn't just tell him everything. Because I just always want to tell everyone everything. So, anyway, but we asked how you were doing, and the cleric guy, he said that you weren't really responding to the healing that well. How are you feeling?
Kiona, I assume feels like the worst hangover in the world at this point. Essentially, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you feel like you've been hit by a truck,
Right.
but you are like locomotive. You know what I mean? Like you can move around.
Yeah.
You probably feel like you were ran over in your sleep just to wake up in the middle of a road and then get hit by another truck. That's what I'm imagining.
Better. But I'm okay. I'll be all right.
Well,
What?
Well, I have amazing news. So, remember that that lady that we tied up in the dungeon? Boy, that sounds bad when you say it like that. Remember that bad, evil person that we tied up? We're gonna question them and get some answers. I have to think about the things that I say before I say them. I gotta work on that. We're gonna go ask them questions and see if we can find out what they're doing.
All right. I'm coming. I'm good. Let's go.
And even better news, Kiona, is my mom and Mazra. My mom has invited us all over for roast boar as like a big Goldrill sending off party.
Oh, well, that's wonderful, Foodle. She'll kind of give Foodle that like little pat, and then like as she walks back, she'll be like, "Look at Mazra," because clearly Mazra didn't know about this either. I don't know. He said her and Mazra when he said it, so she's gonna assume that this is news to Mazra too. She's like, okay, that's great. Thank you." Give her like a sideways glance.
Let's say this. We'll see how Kiona's feeling later.
Oh,
Thank you.
yeah, that's true. Okay, well, let's go get some answers.
All right.
All right, Mazra, lead the way. Oh, wait, actually, I know the way. I've been there. Follow me!
You sure have.
Shit! Freaking Foodle.
Oh my god.
Look, the guy was cheating at cards. I had to stamp him. All right. To the prison!
Right. And yeah, as you a couple of you are, who was it again? It was Foodle. And who else was well acquainted with the prison? I think it was it Masra? No.
I mean, I know
Who got
everybody
locked
came
up in the
over
prison
to...
as well?
Well, it was the Blue
Yeah,
Jacket
I thought it was
guy.
2 people.
Yeah, it was Blue Jacket.
Oh,
the guy that I was fighting.
yeah.
Because they didn't know which of us to
Yeah.
believe, because no one in the crowd helped defend me. I rolled so low.
Yeah, so Foodle, you're very well acquainted with the prison, but just for anybody who missed that all the way back in like session number 2 or 3.
I think it was
The basically the stockade wagon is like this gigantic. Some of these carriages in the caravan are like absolutely massive, like the size of a house or the size of 2 houses put together, right? And this is quite a large one, and basically it's just a aisle with cages on either side, stacked up like 2 floors tall, with probably enough cages to house easily a dozen, perhaps a score of potential ne'er-do-wells. Bitter experience taught you back in the refugee camp that in impoverished and trying conditions like this, some people do resort to ways of getting by that we might call antisocial. So, something like this may be necessary for those individuals who choose to get by preying on their neighbors.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, super quickly. Foodle's going to whisper as they're coming up to it. Goldrill, I'll bet you 5 gold that stupid Bruno or Blue Jacket's in here again.
Goldrill's just gonna chuckle.
Yeah, you know he's in here. Foodle's gonna keep an eye out.
Bruno is not in there.
What? Oh, shit.
They're
Pay
just
up
a
for the
couple. There are just a couple of there's just a couple of individuals in there. It looks like a petty thief, a couple people who are sort of in the drunk tank kind of thing, and then all the way down at the end, with 2 militiamen sort of standing there, is this orcish woman who's sort of holed up at the back of the cage, her sort of feet propped up like this and her arms propped against her knees and her head down, with these 2 militiamen sort of standing there.
That bears resemblance to Mazra's mother? Or is... Yes, okay.
Before they
Only Mazra, because only Mazra knows Mazra's mother, as far as I know.
Right,
But
right.
but you do see a little bit of a resemblance to Mazra on that motherly side, maternal side.
Before they get too close, she's gonna stop and like do this kind of thing and like turn to all of them and just be like, quietly enough that hopefully the lady can't hear, but she's just like, look, she's not gonna play fair and you need to be really careful what you tell her.
You want me to talk to her?
No,
Okay.
she's not your friend. Just be aware of that.
Hey, I'm gonna keep looking for Bruno. He's gotta be
You do
around
that.
here somewhere.
Maybe he's in one of the isolation cells.
Oh, good thinking! And Foodle's gonna run off and...
Bruno Blue Jacket is a legitimate businessman.
Can we all say it together? Fuck that guy!
That guy!
What if Brunor and Nestor were both in mortal danger and you had to save one of them?
Nestor.
Oh yeah, Nestor.
probably, because Bruno was the one that cheated. So Nestor is the one that...
Listen,
He may be a rival, but at least he's like not a dickwad.
There's a very strong difference between an asshole and a scumbag.
Right,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Nestor's
do you
just
know-
an asshole. The other
Little do
dude
you-
is a scumbag.
Little do you all know, Ghost sent me this little tidbit over Discord. This is a secret. I shouldn't tell you, but Nestor and Bruno are dating.
Of course they are.
Of course they are. They're in bed together, literally.
I knew it.
Oh my gosh.
He's of a pod.
The only cage that Bruno's in is the cage in Nesta's basement.
Oh
Oh
no.
my
Oh,
god.
no, they're into kinky
Dun,
shit too.
dun,
It's
dun.
really regret what I
Yes,
said.
you guys! I feel like we're well equipped to support this relationship.
May I just ask really? May I just ask really
Oh my
quick?
god.
What,
Oh my
Listen,
God.
what basement? How does that work?
I don't understand you
It,
how
it doesn't. It
stumbling
doesn't.
into these
It's-
things
it's-
post, and you know me.
Woof.
This campaign is. Oh god.
Hey, negative charisma, perfect time to raid. We're just talking about weird kinky shit.
Welcome, Raiders.
Hey, welcome Raiders. Oh my goodness.
We're
I love
about.
Here.
Oh, nice D&D. Hands up. Tell us a little bit about your campaign and your characters.
Hey, yeah, tell us a little bit about it.
Just like that.
We
We would love to hear about that.
we are in the middle. We just had like an almost total party wipe to a dragon that we were not prepared for. But Kiona, up here, she's got some secrets in her past or future or something. Some shit's going on. And she like somehow saved us. And right now, we've made it back to the caravan that we're traveling with and trying to help protect, and we're about to question somebody who might have some answers as to what the bad guys have been up to in the campaign. And Foodle, classically, my character, has run off to see if his jerkwad rival is in jail, as the rest of the party is going to question this bad guy.
To also be in jail, yeah.
Yeah.
Tarsus Library in the Boiling Seas. An ancient bound entity was found in the basement.
We had one of
Was
those.
that blue jacket
I was
in the
about to say,
basement? That's it. Questions via a modified command spell. That's so cool.
You're so much
Modified
smarter than
basement.
us. We just ask
That's
them
so
questions and hope that they understand, and if they don't, we still ask them anyway.
Oh,
Like
no.
that's
Yeah, see,
We're so
you're over
inept,
here
that's
asking.
the problem.
we don't even.
We're over here asking ancient beings with modified command spells. We're over here nodding and pointing at rock giants.
Oh, wow, level 9. Level 9, that's amazing. What level did you start at? All right.
All right, well,
First
who's gonna
Nice.
Oh wow,
Very
nice.
nice.
That's a long running campaign.
Nice. Go in the
Five
distance.
right now.
Oh,
We're 5.
twice
Yeah,
as
we
long as
started.
ours.
We started at first, and right now we're at 5.
that's awesome. Yeah, you know what? I could switch to this screen just so you guys could see a little bit more info about our characters. But anyway.
Oh yeah, right above us.
Probably in this interrogation scene, you're probably going to get a feel for some of these characters as well. Speaking of, who's going to start?
Mazra, clearly.
Gulb's just here to observe this go down.
Yeah, she'll lead the way down to the end of the little hallway or whatever, and I guess give the guards a nod, I guess, and just say we're gonna, give us a minute.
Yeah.
And
Careful with this one. She's a ferocious one.
Oh, don't
Like a
worry.
caged animal here.
We know.
He looks at his companion and both of them walk away. And the orcish woman stays in herself. She doesn't register your presence. If she notices you there, she doesn't let on.
And Mazra will look in at her and will kind of give a little growl and speak in Orcish and just be like, you are you gonna answer your betters or not?
My betters.
Well, all your friends are dead and you're here sitting behind bars.
You may have gotten lucky. And when she finally looks up at you, she stops and she frowns. What's your name?
It's yours.
I don't need a name. I follow Grumsh. He gives me strength. That's all I need.
You've bet on the wrong god.
Not from where I'm standing.
I wouldn't say that, given that you and your friends seemed like little puppies being kicked by whatever that priest was.
Her sort of cocky smile vanishes at that. You don't know what kind of powers you're meddling in, cub.
Tell me. Who was that and who were they?
What's your name? You look familiar to me.
Mazra.
Her eyes seem to light up in recognition at that, and she sort of crawls to her feet, gets forward, hands on the bars, and she leans her face as far out towards yours as far as it'll go. Mazra Greenstone. I'm your auntie.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's the most Mazra answer I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, really.
Big reveal, I'm your aunt. Oh well, too bad.
I wish I could play that blurb that just says, I'm disappointed. Disappointed that anyone from my own family would be a follower of Grumsh as you are.
I saw the light, so to speak. Saw the truth of this world. Had the strength in my arm, and the strength in my heart, and the strength in my mind to seize my life by the horns and wrestle it to the ground myself, instead of relying on laws, outdated traditions, the lies that the clans tell themselves of honor and history.
You're weak if you need a god to prop you up.
Grumsh doesn't prop us up. Grumsh frees us of all the things that hold us down. All the lies of civilization. You must feel his call. Someone like you, it can't be easy.
Kiona might give a little bit of away by looking pretty hard at Mazra right then.
Well, is she
For a
speaking in
moment.
Orcish? Is she willing
Oh,
to
is
speak in
she
English?
speaking Orcish?
Or in common? Not English.
No, she's speaking in Orcish.
Right.
Oh, so
Yeah.
then never mind. Kiona
But you
has
may
no
be
idea what
hearing
she's saying.
Grumsh and like all that like
Yeah, I heard Grumsh, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But
Hmm.
Mazra got rid of the evidence of Grumsh in.
She did.
So
Basically her answer is I've told Grumsh where to stick it.
Have you?
Look, I didn't come here to talk about Grumsh. Are you gonna tell us about that gnome,
alright.
about that priest, about what all that was, or not? Who are you helping and why?
I don't know who they are. I know that they're strong. Stronger than you could possibly imagine. Stronger than the Eye. Stronger than Derthog Doommal. And they agreed to give us strength if we do a few favors for them.
Sounds like a devil's bargain to me.
Our people call Grumsh the devil. Isn't it interesting? Any being that purports to free you from the boundaries of law, order, things that protect the weak, is always cast as the devil.
Again, I'm not here to argue philosophy with you.
That's fine.
Who was it that the gnome told you to kill when we were coming into the room?
You? Your friends?
Who was she? The gnome said
What do you
that the gnome said that the girl and her friends are resourceful.
Oh, that one over there. And she nods her head towards Kiona.
As I assumed.
The goblins had a special interest in her for some reason.
not knowing
Especially
what
the-
he's saying, but seeing the nod, Kiona will kind of like scowl at her, like, "Psh, whatever, bitch, I got you."
The goblins had a special interest in that one. Especially the orange robes. I don't know why. I don't care why.
You know where we can find more of them?
No. They come, they give us a job. They reward us with the payment they agreed, and they move on.
Last I heard, you were traveling with names. Is it who's Ogrim's nephew? Polly
Eamon.
help me. Eamon.
Eamon.
Last I heard, you were traveling.
Stefan and Eamon. Yeah.
With Eamon and Tolka. Where are they? What happened to them?
My husband Eamon is, well, you wouldn't want to know. And Tolka, you would want to know even less, Mazra.
Can she reach out and like grapple this lady? Like,
go for it. Roll, roll like an unarmed strike. You could do it at advantage.
Oh my god! Please
I feel
let
like that would be
Mazra
more
reach
of like
with her mechanical arm through the bars and like grab this woman's neck. I think
feel
that
like that should
Kiona
be
would
an
find that so
intimidation.
hot. I need this to happen. I need her to go and like grab her and be like, ugh.
What do you roll for that? Like,
I feel like that would be an intimidation.
Mm-hmm.
oh, is
I
it?
think that's the
Well,
thing.
though, if I'm like reaching in, am I just like?
It's like an unarmed strike.
How do you roll that though?
It is roll d20 plus your strength or dexterity, your choice. Probably
Okay.
dexterity for you.
You know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm doing right now because screw roll 20
Give it the real dice,
Oh,
baby.
yes.
destroyed me the last like 2 sessions. Watch me roll a 1.
Wow.
I rolled a 14. Okay, thank goodness.
Woohoo!
My I'll use my dex, which is a +2, so that's 16.
Yep.
Oh.
I want this so bad.
Roll 20.
Yeah, you grab her by the neck.
Just like squeeze. Just Mazra.
With your flesh hand or with your mechanical hand?
The mechanical one.
You know what? It's because I'm like, which hook, which attachment is she wearing right now? Because like the thing with her norm, like the one that looks like a hand, is it's not just because it's D&D. It's not like a prosthetic where she can just like easily like squeeze it. She does have a hook hand though,
Do the hook.
Right.
Do the hook.
which she may
Do the
have
hook.
switched out with.
Mhm.
Look, Shiraz, she has many
Whatever.
fun attachments.
Kiona
to, like,
needs
wear.
Does she
Kiona
like
needs this.
peep her around the back of the neck and like yank her towards the bars?
and it's
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me where they
And
are.
she hits the bars with a clang, and she just goes. "Ugh." I was right. He does have a hold on you. Eamon is safe. Tolka. Well, she wasn't so easily convinced. She didn't quite have my strength of will. Strength of will needed to do what needs to be done. Now, she's an honorable orc. She's a formidable warrior. And she's my dear sister, so of course we couldn't kill her. So we sold her into slavery instead, in exchange for weapons.
So Mazra is going to like I guess she's got this lady like by the neck and her face is like in the bars, right? With her other hand, she is going to. She's gonna.
I can hear the dark cogs churning.
It's beautiful, right?
I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to decide how dark I want to make.
Yes.
I really want to have Master try to just stab her in the eye.
Roll a d20.
Please
10
do
and
it,
below
please
is
do it, please
not
do it.
as
Kiona
dark, but
wants
still
it too.
terrible.
She
and
saw the
above.
anger when you reached into the bars. She doesn't understand this conversation. She knows it's turned bad.
Yeah, you know
And
what?
she
Screw the d20.
understands. So she wants it. She wants you to do whatever you viscerally
No, but
want
I was
to do.
like, do I want to
this
just
woman.
try and punch her?
Oh,
It's violence is happening, but it's how bad is the violence?
Do it.
I mean, should I just roll for it again? I
What
don't
was
know.
your first reaction?
yeah, do
what
it.
was the
My
first
first
thing you
reaction
wanted
was
to do?
to what?
What was
Roll
it?
for it if you want to. Yeah.
Oh god.
Do another even odds.
All right.
at this point,
I'll do it on roll. I'll do it on roll 20.
You guys are to my knowledge, Goldchill and Kiona are also standing somewhat close by as well. I think Foodle's gone to look for Brunor because he must
Oh.
be in here somewhere.
God.
Fiona's standing
but-
right off Mazra's left
Okay,
shoulder
which is which?
and has been observing this
Someone
whole
choose for
thing.
me. Which is even and which is odd.
Even is odd is dark. Odd is dark,
Okay.
Mazra.
Okay. So she's not
Oh.
going off. She's not going full dark.
Damn.
And of course, you notice I rolled a 4 because it's roll 20.
Right.
and Roll 20. Doesn't matter here. Anyway, so yeah, so
Can't
she's
roll
got
above a 5. Yeah.
she's got this lady like by the neck with one hand and is just basically just kind of like pulls back and is gonna try to just deck her like right in the freaking eye.
Yeah. And she'll just take it. And
Okay.
just once again, she grunts in pain and then just laughs.
And she'll let her go and just and yeah.
She'll just sink down to the floor at the back of the cell, not even reaching up to hold her eye, which is already like turning red and starting to swell.
so Foodle.
If you could have been there with us, dear niece.
So Foodle.
If I had been there, I would have. Oh, go ahead, Collie.
No, it's fine.
No.
I don't want to interrupt conversation.
No. All she's gonna say is she's just gonna say, if I'd been there with you, I would have murdered every single one of you. And then basically turned around and said, "We've gotten all we can get out of her in common."
And Foodle's gonna come
Fiona
around.
will give a curt nod. She's angry with you. She doesn't know why, but she's angry with you.
And Foodle's gonna
Foodle.
come around the corner, and he's gonna be sort of grumbling. Well, I talked to all the prisoners, and I guess none of them have seen Bruno. But I guess they're a bunch of liars anyway. Did we get the answers?
We'll talk about it elsewhere.
Okay, perfect. All right. Bye.
If they leave the cell, does Kiona's gonna ask Mazar if she needs to be gagged. If the woman needs to be gagged. Like, does she need to be gagged? Because is she a spell person? She had a robe, like, that was her. Wasn't she a robe person? No, she wasn't a robe person. Sorry, my bad. Bad memory. And all that.
Only orange robe was the demon goblin, the doblin.
The Doblin.
Oh yeah, we
I
killed
would,
that.
and
one.
yeah, she'll lower her voice and say, I don't think we're gonna have to do something with her though. She can't just sit in that cell. She'll find a way to get out somehow.
What? I mean, I wasn't here. What does she want? Is there anything she
I'll-
wants?
Let's go outside. I can't be in here right now.
Okay. All right.
On your way out, just as you're about to leave, and before the door shuts behind you, she calls out, "Sweet dreams."
Did she
Was
say
that in
common?
Orcish?
Was that
or
in common
It
or
was in
Orcish?
Orcish.
Oh,
That was in
okay.
Orcish.
Oh, okay.
It's in
Damn.
Orcish.
Because
And Maja
son of a bitch.
just tenses up and then just and walks out.
Freaking Shiraz.
Do you think we could send her back to the Cold Stones?
That's not a bad idea. I feel that Augur would know what to do with her. I have concerns about leaving her here in the caravan. If she gets loose, she's gonna hurt someone.
She can't be near us for sure if you've got concerns about it.
How far like away are we like point though?
We traveled a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how we'd get her back, but we can't keep her here long term.
Well, we've got to.
We either need to find a way to contain her or kill her. She is
whatever you think is the best.
Look, I don't know if you heard it, but when I went into that room, that goblin thing or whatever it was, wearing the robes, was telling those reavers that there is some entity that will reward them when they've served their purpose. They're working for whatever those orange people work for.
Of course
And
they are.
there's some sort of power behind it. She wouldn't tell me what it is. But on top of that, someone was referencing you. And she looks at Kiona. And they were basically told to keep an eye out for you specifically. They're interested in you. And I think it's related to whatever the hell is going on. All the rest of this stuff. Whatever happened out in that rock, it's all connected. Whatever we saw down in that crypt near your old farm. And I don't know what it is.
Maybe we can get the mayor to send back a wagon.
We could talk to her about it. But all I know is that there is something out there, and it is more powerful than the Reavers, enough so that they are afraid of it and claim that it is more powerful than Grumsh. I don't know what it is. And listen, you need to be extremely careful around Underlore. I told him that when we were out on that rock, Eldrigo worked through you. I don't think that's what happened.
Oh,
And I don't know if he believed me.
really?
Boodle just standing there listening on the side is
believe
like,
you.
oh.
Oh, what?
That's
Look,
the best.
Totally thought you were telling the truth.
Yeah, 100%.
Voodoo's the best.
Fudo, I appreciate you in certain ways.
I love you too, Mazra.
Anyway, I have concerns about his interest in everyone is interested in you because of whatever's happening with you. And I want you to be safe. And right now, I feel like the only people who are going to be doing that is the four of us.
Okay.
Yeah, based on what you said, Mazra, I'm concerned that This lady knows too much. Why would we be sending her back to the clan?
I
For
feel like
safekeeping.
other orcs would be best to deal with her. I have concerns that if she stays here, she's going to find a way to get free, and that if she gets free, she's going to kill someone.
We don't have good enough places to keep her.
And we
It's just a
can't-
wagon.
Yeah, we can't just let her free. And I don't trust giving her to the giants. I don't trust giving her to the Corellian. Is that what it's
Cormantia.
Cormantians.
Cormantians.
Cormantians. Yeah.
Corellians.
Corellians is Star
I know.
Wars.
I feel like Corellians is actually Men in Black, but maybe I don't know.
Aside, like she is devoted to Grumsh, and she does not care. If she gets out, she will kill people. We can't just let her free, and if we let her free, even if she leaves the caravan, she's going to keep doing what she's doing. All that stuff that happened with our bear friend.
Snozberries.
Yes.
Vish.
Vish.
Everything
Vish.
when those towns we found raised, the attacks on the Cold Stones, the everything that happened with Vish's village, all that stuff, she's gonna keep doing it.
Well, I mean that to me, if everything you say is true, and I don't see why it wouldn't be, is it safe to keep her alive? If given the chance, she's just gonna kill more and more people?
I love you, Foodle.
I won't lie and say it hasn't crossed my mind. But
You know, I love you too.
now that she's in custody, I don't know if that's our choice to make. I mean, I could arrange an accident.
Well, I mean, I could shoot her in the head. I mean, I deal with the mayor later. I don't think it's safe. I mean, if she knows where the caravan is, I feel like she knows way too much. Who is this lady?
Indeed. Well,
Is she like high up in?
Kiona's gonna deadpan look at Mazra because she recognizes the familial semblance that is there.
well, do you remember when we spoke with Ogrim and he was looking for his family?
Yeah.
Well, we found one of them.
Algrim's family.
And mine.
Oh,
I see.
sorry, Mazra, I didn't know.
It's fine. She's a piece of trash. According to her, Eamon is safe, but I would not trust that safe in any context of the word means what we would consider safe. And I think that is something we should. You're keeping in contact with Ogrim and Stefan, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I believe we should send them a missive about this. You will want to know.
Okay, that I feel more comfortable about. I'm not convinced that the caravan could spare people to take, but maybe the Cold Stones could send people to bring her.
The only other thing I would
idea.
consider is, as much as I don't want to do this, is asking Underlord if they have a way to contain her.
Right.
That would be more secure. I am in the camp of just slitting her throat, but
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree. I mean, again, if what you say is true, if she can't be reasoned with, if she can't be reformed, and she's just gonna kill more people, there is no reason to leave her alive. I mean, think
There
of
may be a
everyone in
better
this
way.
caravan.
Right now, we might not see it, but maybe there's a better way. Maybe we should just
Well, Poodle's gonna look around. I know we're not 100% in Underlore, but maybe he has like a magical way. I mean, I think we can maybe trust him enough not to let a Grumsh zealot escape, right? Maybe? I don't know.
I
still
believe.
think that we need to unload her.
Hmm. Well, maybe he would know a method of doing that safely.
Here's a question, Yona, because that gives me an idea. She didn't tell us where to find more of them, did she? Like,
No, I tried
Why
asking.
would you do that?
well, if we let her go, and Underlore and his people have someone who can scry, maybe we can use her to track them. Or at least her group, or cell, or whatever.
She did say that she didn't know where they were. She said that they just come and give them jobs.
Did you...
Was she lying though?
I know, like, did you feel like she was telling the truth?
I lean towards a yes, just because when I went into the room, the Reavers were cowed by even that little priest or whatever it was. So I believe that whoever this power is basically treating them like attack dogs. And little more.
I just feel like we're missing so much. I mean, what is going on that the God of Truth can't see? Like, what have these things done to the world? I feel like we need answers, so I'm inclined to either kill her and move on, or set her free and try to track her.
She'll know if we set her free though.
Well, it could be, setting her free, right?
I feel like she'd know that too.
I don't think setting her free is a good idea at all.
I think we send her back to Coldstone. I think we do our best to be able to do that.
Okay.
Let's... I would suggest, I think they're good ideas. I would suggest that we maybe speak with Underlore first, because I have concerns about the safety of sending her off with anyone. I believe he may be willing to help us if we tease the idea of him possibly getting more information about this.
He doesn't care about this. He's a douche.
Well, agreed.
I may not have said that out loud, but
sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, well, yeah, I mean, Underlore has a weird obsession with you, Kiona, which I do not like. But I also think, he's no fan of Grumsh, surely. I mean, this is a guy who values knowledge. Wouldn't he care that the God of Truth and whatever is, like, can't see? Maybe he's not really...
I think Underlore is focused on power for Underlore.
Could we... Do you think the Reavers would threaten that power? Maybe we can angle that? Or maybe not even the Reavers, but this bigger, wider threat, surely.
He seemed interested enough about the whole situation. I don't know what he can do to her, but I don't know. Maybe we need to. I don't know.
Well, this seems to be a recurring problem with our group. We can't ever make a decision. I think I'll send a raven to Fort Ostrand, and we should talk to Underlore at some point, right? And weigh these options. Do we want to wait until we get a response? from from Ogrim before.
That would
talking-
probably be.
Okay.
That'd
How
probably
long
be
does it
best.
usually take him to get back to you?
Couple days.
It would probably be 2
2 to 5 business days.
Like 2 to 4 days round trip.
I would suggest we actually send that message to Ephema. I don't know why. I have a weird.
Well,
I want to send it to Ephema.
Well,
Because
she's-
I feel like Akari could come and track this prisoner on its way home and do the thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a thing.
That's a good
feel like-
idea, Kiona. I like that.
That's assuming this prisoner doesn't just turn around and come murder somebody in the caravan.
The less favors we
Or
owe
go
to
to Cormant.
Underlord.
Maybe two
The idea-
messages, both to Ogrim and Ephema.
Yeah, absolutely. What were you gonna say, Ghost? Sorry.
Sorry.
I was just to leader. I think the idea that we're agreeing on is to, like confine her and transport her to. I think we've moved away from the idea of letting go and tracking her
Right.
to more of a like prisoner transport kind of idea.
Yeah. Sending her back to Ostrand as a solitary confinement prisoner where she's bound up as tight as possible and
See if Angelor has some like magical
yeah.
bonds you can put her in, or
Right.
Let the orcs deal with her.
right. Okay. Shall we? I hate to jump in on this, but shall we move on to the cookout, because I know that the leader has a couple things that he wants to do for
We were probably
for a swan song, and we are
Okay.
getting close to our 10 o'clock time.
I was
Absolutely.
gonna say, poor leader probably wasn't supposed to be here the whole time.
No, it's fine.
Oh no, it's
sorry.
up to leader.
Oh,
Leader could have left any time after
Okay,
Humphrey
okay.
Ghost
all right.
said.
Screw you guys, bye!
Yeah.
You've got another mission.
Another
As
mission,
far as I'm-
alright, and I just jump off the fucking ledge.
Okay, I'll message them and we'll hear back in a couple days. Let's go get some good food, you guys. I'm starving.
Sounds like a plan.
I don't want to think about this.
I
lady
could
anymore.
use some hair of the dog, I think.
I don't know if we have any of that, but I'll ask my mom. Poodle thinks you're
I'm
talking
sure your
about
mom
dog hair.
knows just what is needed.
Doodles.
I'm sure your mom just knows exactly what is needed, Foodle.
Yeah,
I trust in the knowledge of your mom.
I'll ask her about the dog hair. Okay, well, this way.
After raising how many little foodles?
Right?
She probably not.
Oh, she's probably
She
well versed. Oh,
He
God.
knows.
Just honestly, and it was just the one Foodle, and she's
Just
like,
the one Foodle.
Oh, he's an only child. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. So you come to Foodle's. Does Foodle live with his mom?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So you come to Foodle's carriage, and
Yeah, and it's like in a little gnomish, like they always do like
Yeah.
a circle. You know?
they do a little circle. Yeah. Yeah, and right in the smack in the middle of the circle, you see Needles there, sort of waving a fan at a fire, stoking the fire really, really hot in the middle. She's got some meats and veg and things like that sizzling on this grill plate, and it's a big old cookout here.
And Poodle's just waving and hugging all the gnomes because these are all from Lumbrel, right? So he knows everybody, and
Yeah.
he's like tasting
And
the
man,
food.
After all of you having this very near-death experience, you've never smelled anything so good in your lives.
And Kiona, despite the pounding headache that she still has going on, she is giving her best face because she knows it's Foodle's mom and she wants to be like the best person for Foodle's mom to receive. So she's gonna be like, "Oh, it smells wonderful in here. What is going on?"
And Needles is just like, oh, Kiona dear, you're a lot taller than I remember you.
Yeah, it does happen sometimes.
Oh yeah, and Mom.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Yes, dear.
Kiona was wondering if we had any dog hair. I didn't know. I didn't want to judge.
Dog hair.
Yeah.
Dog hair. I don't want to. Foodle dear, humans don't eat dog hair.
Oh.
I may be
But that's
suffering
what
from a little bit of a head ailment that I thought may be cured by some of your fine drink.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, never mind.
Hair in the dog.
Right.
Yes, that's the one.
I've got just. I figured that you might need just the thing, and here it is. And she sort of swings around, and there's a basket that's just full of every bottle she had in the house,
Oh.
including the stuff for the secret stash.
Fantastic.
Whoa.
And Kiona will grab the bottle she knows will
This
cure
is
her ailment.
this here is the bottle that I saved for when I needed to have the talk with Foodle, which I just did today.
Mom. No.
So you can see it's about a third. It's about a third empty. But here you go. It's the strongest strongest in my collection.
Goldrill, having
Thank you
been
so
there,
much.
just gives
That
a
was
hearty
so
chuckle.
sweet. I appreciate that. I'm sure that we'll put it to good use.
Okay, Mom, you better go check on the roast.
Fiona like gives a big smile to Poodle.
She just sort of waddles away to check on the roast, leaving you guys there to eat and drink and enjoy your fill.
Oh, Poodle, your mom is so sweet.
My mom's amazing.
I agree.
I don't know. I feel so incredibly lucky. You guys, I love you all so much. I'm about to light up. Does anyone want any?
I feel like maybe that would help too. I'm good. Let's do it.
Foodle's gonna light it on up and pass down the pipe. He's using.
And
Fiona
Foodle,
will absolutely accept the pipe.
as you take your first drag on that, you realize that your the normal stuff is in this pouch.
Oh no!
The pieces, the Kiona leaves, are in this pouch, and you put some Kiona leaves in there by mistake. Robert the Bruce, 1492, has been waiting patiently for your next bong rip.
Jeez.
In which
Please.
Kiona absolutely takes part with him. Can I just?
Please
We're gonna pass
Collie
you your own
Flumps.
pipe. Okay, yeah. Roll D100.
Roll a D100.
Oh god.
There's
And-
one pipe. Yo.
Flip
No, I've got two.
if you can help him out.
Mm. You do have
Yeah.
two.
Let's roll.
Wait, he's
Yeah.
rolling on the surge table?
Yes,
Oh
He's-
jeez. What is
because
it?
he's smoking some
You
Kiona
cast
leaves.
mirror image.
Oh. That's not bad.
Oh no.
Kiona.
It's polymorphic.
Kiona.
Polymorphic.
You smoke it, and nothing happens.
Oh, I love it. Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I'm getting high. It's great.
She's immune to her own brand.
Oh.
I'm not getting high. Am I getting high? This is sweet weed.
Yeah. Yes, you're getting
Oh,
high.
you're getting high. She's high.
What are the rules? Hold on, I have rules for this. I have an entire document for Smoke Leaf. Both of you need to roll Constitution saves.
Oh yeah. It's a save.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a save.
And do I get
Not a
advantage
Constitution
because
check.
it's the first level?
You do, yeah, because you have that ability, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Kiona, you pass.
An 11?
That's a pass. Yeah.
Okay. Now, can
They
Foodle
get
see?
harder as they go up, right?
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
Can Foodle
Yeah.
see the mirror image?
Yep.
Okay. Foodle's gonna be like, whoa. Stuff doesn't usually hit me this fast.
Whoa, dude, there are 3 of you there.
Wait, you can see him too?
Uh-huh.
Oh. What did Cat give me? Goldrill?
Hmm?
You wanna puff? Mazra?
I'm all set, thank you.
Mazra does not. Mazra does not. She will eat, but she is not drinking or smoking, or it just seems a little bit reserved. But it may just be that it's Mazra.
Can I just really, oh, no, it's okay. It's fine. It's good. It'll happen later.
Okay, so Boodle's going to take another dose. Definitely. He's I should we can do that later though. It doesn't matter. He's probably going to take like 3 or 4. Let's say 4.
Yeah. The point of the evening is to get trashed, essentially,
yeah.
right? After that whole thing, what you do is get trashed because all of the mindfuck can go away if you get really, really drunk and stoned and whatever you can. You're just like, this was all the bullshit I dealt with in the past 3 days. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna smoke it all and drink it all.
Yeah.
Rip the Jacker, first of all, welcome. How's the dungeon delving? You just heard Flutter say it. She just said everything.
Y'all?
We almost died. Time to blaze.
Oh my gosh, yeah. We're lighting up.
It just so happens that the leaf we're smoking is me, but that's okay.
All right, Collie. So you need to roll some con saves for however many
4.
for however many you're taking.
4 more, yeah.
4? Okay, so
All
roll
right,
them
I
one
will
at
take
a,
half
roll
as
them
many
one at
as
a
he
time.
does.
All right, the first one
Yeah,
is
roll
a
them one at a time.
16.
That is a pass.
Okay. That is a
Kiona, you pass both of yours.
that is a 20.
That's a pass.
Okay. Another 20.
That's a
Well,
pass.
technically, those are both 21s because it's a save, right?
Yeah.
And how many have I rolled?
You just rolled 3.
Okay, so the final one is
In addition to your first one.
okay. The last one is a 13.
That is a fail. So you are at 1 level of intoxication. You gain advantage on wisdom-based checks and saving throws until your next long rest because you get it, man.
You get
Like
it.
really, really get it.
Yeah.
Boldrill, you're like an acolyte now, right?
Right, Goldrill is so amazing.
A mission.
Goldrill's just sitting in like the middle of these two, and they're just like swaying back and forth, eyes closed, saying this shit, and he's just like eating his roast. It's like, yep.
You're so cool, Goldrill. I've always
Thank you.
liked dragons.
Me too.
Yeah, you did.
Did you? Was I? Wait, was everyone there? Did I? Did you lose your tail? Was that just?
Yeah. Look, it's so short.
Oh,
Wait,
that.
it is. What?
It's so short.
I didn't know if I'd seen that or dreamed it.
No, it was real. It'll grow back eventually.
You were awesome.
Oh man, imagine if Mazra's arm would have grown back.
Oh, that would be so cool.
That would have been dope. Mazra, is that thing, this kid works do that too?
Goldrill's in the middle of taking like a swig of like juice or whatever he has, and just spits it out and starts fucking like laughing his ass off at that.
Kyoto will latch onto his laughter and also laugh outrageously, except she doesn't understand why she's laughing so hard.
God.
Wait, why are we laughing?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You two are a riot.
Oh, thank you.
right, too, Goldrill.
We love you, yo.
Yeah. And, you know,
I love you both too, and he's gonna put both his arms one around each of them and pull them in for a nice hug.
Oh. Oh. Goldrill, you're gonna be amazing. You're gonna make Eldrigo so proud.
I hope so.
Kyoto will grab his arm and place it on the other side of herself. She's like, oh, that's a little close.
Fool's gonna just nuzzle in.
and give him a nod. She won't make him feel bad about trying to hug her, but she'll be like, yeah, I don't know. Cool.
Well, I think, I mean, you're gonna do amazing things. I think the only thing you need to watch out for, probably like doors and stuff.
Doors and
But
stuff.
if you can
Yeah,
avoid
that's
those,
right.
Like
Doors are hard.
See, I know. It's ridiculous. Like, do they go in? Do they go out? Like, where do they open? I don't know.
Never know,
You don't
right?
know until you try. I don't know how to do it. Anyway, Goldrill, stay clear of doors, and you're gonna do amazing things.
Goldrill's face has been in his hand for the past like 10 seconds listening to that whole thing. And without even lifting his head, he's just gonna go, I appreciate that. Thanks for the advice.
We came to your. We decided that you were in the right. Doors are hard. That's all that you need to know.
Fuck those doors.
Fuck doors.
Well, Goldrill, I don't know when you're heading off. I hope it's not soon. But my understanding that this isn't goodbye, right? This is we'll see you later, right?
Right? We're gonna see you again.
Yeah.
Most likely, yes.
Well,
Good.
Goldrill,
I don't know when that will be.
I got you something for your trip. I'll be honest, it didn't actually take me that long to ask all the prisoners if Bruenor was there. I went to go see the Muffin Man, and look what I got! And so Fua pulls out like a tin of 4 muffins.
I love it.
Goldrill, there's more of these when you get back. Think about that. So take these with you and come back for more.
I will do that. Thank you. And he'll grab the tin of muffins.
That's amazing. Did you save any for us?
I have some sourdough bread.
That's good. I'm good with sourdough bread.
And Foodle's gonna like pull that out of his bag, but it takes him a while because he's like super out of it. Like he pulls it out finally, and he starts splitting it up.
You have been great. Goldrill, you're the reason we're together, I think, because I feel like you and Foodle showed up at the same time, and Foodle wasn't really all there, so.
You know, now that I
If
think
I
of it, yeah.
remember.
I saved him from under a pile of dirt. I'm not sure if I ever heard why he was under there.
I was like,
And then
yeah, you saved me. Oh,
And then immediately after that, on the way to town, we found you passed out on the ground and a giant burn mark.
Yeah. Right, but then but then there was the grease. And she'll start just laughing.
I woke up in a puddle of grease and I don't know why. Kiana was there and you were there and I think Kiana was naked.
I was.
Oh my gosh. What was even happening? Oh, that was crazy.
It was a different day.
It just reached a point where I feel like you two were actually high. Like, you're way
Hey,
too good at
we
this.
know how to pretend to be like way wasted. Like I just.
I don't know, maybe. I think the Muffin Man put something in the sourdough bread.
I bet you he did.
Maybe. Oscar, did you eat any of that? Oh.
Oh,
Mazra,
you
you
should
should
though.
try
It's
it.
so
It's
good,
so
Mazra.
good.
You're missing
And
out
Peter's
on
gonna,
the
like,
sourdough
Try
bread.
to like put it near her mouth. Mazra, you gotta try it.
Kiona will have a piece, and she will hold it up to Mazra and be like, and she'll get it really close to Mazra's mouth.
It smells good, right? It smells so
Mazra,
good.
Kiona is trying to hand feed you. This is your chance.
Thank you.
Isn't it so good?
Oh, Mazra, you were right. I'm so glad that we went with the Muffin Man. Anybody...
Mazra, roll a constitution check.
Can't wait.
Hang on, let me.
Constitution save. Constitution save.
Right, hang
Sour
on.
weed bread.
Because it's grandma's sourdough bread. It's...
So how do you just is it like a D20?
It's a D20 plus
Okay.
whatever it says your
Plus your
constitution
All right,
constitution.
save
again, I
is.
do not trust. I do not trust roll20. So
That's
I'm just
okay.
gonna-
Yep.
I rolled a 12, and I get 0 pluses to that. So
All right. It does have an herbaceous taste to it, but you're not really feeling any immediate effects.
But Kiona loves when you actually eat it. She's looking at you like, yeah, I know you, my friend. Do you love me? It's fine. We're gonna be okay together. Like, you trust me to feed you this bread that I think is great.
What?
Well, after all that, Goldrill's gonna he's gonna put down his plate. He's gonna stand up and he's gonna say, "Well, this has been wonderful, but I think it's time we head to bed. We have a long day ahead of us tomorrow."
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. Ooh. I'm all tuckered out. I
We're
love
gonna
you.
miss you, Goldrill.
I'm gonna miss you guys too. But for now, let's all go get some sleep.
All right. Good night, everybody. Good night, Kiona.
Not Foodle.
Good night, Mazra.
Good night, Mazra.
Good night, Goldrill.
go to
Good
bed.
night,
Right,
Goldrill.
Goldrill's gonna stay.
Kiona, when she hugs Goldrill goodnight, will like hang on just a couple extra seconds long and give him an extra tight little squeeze. Like, he carried her back from that last thing, and he has done so much for us.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna, yep. Here the dog works.
And Foodle's gonna do the rounds, giving all the gnomes hugs and handshakes and everything, and he's gonna head to bed.
Goldrill's gonna walk off towards his wagon, but
Goodbye, Needles.
when he goes out of sight, he is going to change course and head to the mayor's place.
Dun dun dun.
Okay.
Mayor Roundtree, are you awake?
Goldrill. Yes, Oh. And she's comes to the door in her sleeping clothes and. Well, you're up quite late. Were you and the others celebrating?
Yeah, we were having a roast feast. It was a pleasant time. But sorry to disturb you at this hour, but I was wondering if I could get those copies of the maps.
Not at all, not at all. You sure you don't want to wait until morning?
I figured it best to get in a little planning before I head to bed.
Very well. And she retreats, comes back. You hear the sound of some rummaging, and then she comes back with a pile of scrolls, rolled up scrolls in her hands, and she sort of passes them over to you. Here you go. This should be everything. Many of them are woefully incomplete, but I hope it gives you something to start your journey with.
Anything will help, honestly. I appreciate all your assistance, and he will stretch out his hand for a handshake.
And she'll reach out and take it. And this community thanks you for everything you've done for us.
I appreciate
You'll
it.
always be one of us, Goldrill.
I will always remember everyone here. Now, if you excuse me, I have some planning to do.
Take care of yourself. Be safe.
You as well. And then Goldrill with the maps will head back to his home. He will look over the maps a little bit. Plot some courses, and he will discover that it appears there's a few monasteries in the area that he will probably start his investigations. And after about an hour of time has passed and he figures everyone's asleep, he is going to pack up his essentials and he is going to head out and grab the horse that he's been using.
Fiona would fully expect him to take his horse with him. She will not think that he ate it along the way.
But Goldrill will go around quietly to everyone's individual homes, and he's going to leave for Kiona and Foodle a note that will be figured out later. We'll do that some other time. And then the same for Mazara, as well as a small pouch containing something that we will discuss at a different time. And with everything taken care of, Goldrill is going to get on his horse and ride off south into the night.
Into the morning dawn as the sun rises.
What's up?
And that is where we are going to end this session.
Goldrill!
Sounds good to me. Wow.
That was such a fun
Yeah.
session.
Yeah. That was a good one.
That was good. I agree.
Love that.
That was a good role play one. But man,
Mazra got all kinds of just like, she's just pissed off. This whole
she got
session has
jerked
just
around.
pissed her off.
Last session too.
Right?
I know there was some.
Right? We
there
got
was
some
Mazra
comeuppance
stuff,
with
yeah.
Mazra happening.
Yeah, there's gonna be some
Yeah.
fallout from that shit.
Man. Rip, what do you mean by a story setup command?
Oh.
Oh,
If
yeah,
there's
so
a
there
such
is the
thing, we should
WOC
totally do
playlist.
that.
It's a good idea.
What would that look? What would that look
That's
like?
a great idea. Is it a
Oh,
little
I can,
paragraph that happens
like
if you
a
like do
couple-
a command in the thing?
Like a story summary? That would have to be
That was
very.
great.
That would have to be
But it
very
could be
short. I
like,
think we could. Yeah.
these are our characters.
That is
this
a good idea.
Where we're at, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
you could have.
Maybe
Now
I'll,
that I'm officially switching to behind the scenes
Yeah.
stuff for a bit,
That sounds great.
I can work with Ghost and we can come up with a nice concise
yeah.
backstory of
Yeah,
everything.
maybe,
that's-
That would be great.
I think that's
Yeah, maybe Leader and I can make a few commands and then plunk them down in our group chat there.
I feel like
Yeah,
that's
you
a
guys
really
can
good
grab for your
idea, just to
channels.
give people that
That's an
have
excellent
no
channel.
Well, there
idea
could be
when
a
they come
Foodle
in.
command, a Kiona command, a Gold, like, you know, a command.
Oh
version with
yeah,
just a
because
short
each could
little-
have their own little individual like
description.
blurbs.
Yeah, that way
I
people
do-
can
I do
get a
have
feel.
The more complicated it gets, though, the longer it's going to take.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
but listen, a blurb as an actor, a blurb is what is written about you when you write. So when you go to a play and you see an actor's name and the little thing that's about them, the shows that they've starred in and all of the things that they've done, that's called a blurb. That little paragraph or whatever that's written about the actor. I feel like we could each write a blurb about our characters and have like that for people to be like, command, Mazra.
Yeah, I mean,
Megan's got a good idea. There's one is a campaign
Like a
description
program.
command and one is a current
Yeah.
objective command. So like, what
That's-
are we doing right now versus
Yeah.
what is the long
That's
And
good
each of
idea.
us could
For
have a blurb that has like our own little spins.
yeah, that's
I
what I,
fe-
was
I
feel
thinking.
like-
Having
I
those
feel like
two
for the
commands,
character
and
things,
then
though, it
character
should probably
commands.
it should probably just be one command for the characters to make it easier.
Oh, that's true. Vinyl says, or maybe just a Google Doc that leads to all
Yeah.
of the things, which is
Yeah,
better
we'll
than the rest of us.
That's what I do.
Yeah, we'll just have a nice command that leads to a Google Doc with like
Yes.
you guys can write individual blurbs and we can all compile
Yeah.
it into a single doc.
Yeah,
That's a good idea. Yes.
I already have the Kiona command on my channel, but that's just to remind people what race she currently is.
Right.
Do you really have that? Somebody command Kiona. Oh no, it's Plump's
On my channel,
Never
yeah.
mind.
This is
never
this is
mind.
Blump's
Never
channel
mind.
tonight. Yeah.
I don't have
That's
that.
such a good
That's
idea.
funny. I didn't know you had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to say thank you, everybody who's just been vibing here. I don't know, you know,
Right.
I assume
yeah.
several people have been watching. I hope you guys
You guys
enjoyed.
are amazing.
And those of you who've just been chatting, I love that you guys hang out here. Like, I love that.
Mhm.
Thank you guys. It's always fun.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man, it's been a fun night.
Yes.
It's been really good.
This was such a great. I love you guys.
It really was.
Sorry,
I
I'm
feel
just
like there's.
looking at raid targets. You guys keep going.
Yeah, and as anybody can guess, who may not have been here for last week's session over on my channel was, we announced that this is Leader's last time with us, at least for the time being, as a regular player. And so we bid goodbye to Goldrill. We bid see you later to Leader, who's going to be switching into sort of more of a behind the scenes role to help me plan some lore and some other fun stuff that will be there for you. So Leader, I'm going to give you plenty to do.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you uncover, leader. Honestly, you have the best imagination. The things you've come up with so far are pretty fantastic.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking
Be
forward to
prepared.
seeing that.
This whole world's about to get flipped on its head.
Oh god.
I
It's
feel
all
like
from here
I'm
on. It's all
prepared for
useless sand. You
that.
An entire desert of useless sand.
Yes.
Oh my
on,
god, would that
Foodles.
be great if we just ran into a desert that was the same sand and Foodle and Kiana were useless and Mazda was like, okay.
We
All
just-
right, it won't be all useless sand, but I'm 100% designing like a magic desert
Yes.
that fucks with you in multiple different ways.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so good.
That'll
I
be
love
wonderful.
it.
You guys better start
Oh
stocking
my
up on
God,
water. You're gonna
leader.
need it.
Honestly, though, leader, thank you so much for joining us for this
Yeah.
first leg of the journey.
Yeah,
Mhm.
seriously. For literally bringing our characters together, it's just been so much fun. man.
Yes.
Been a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
And
A lot of chaos. A lot of
Gold Drill will be back.
eventually,
We will
yes.
cross paths with him in the future
I
eventually.
certainly hope so. I have little offshoots already happening in my head that have to do with Gold Drill that I'm very excited about. Hopefully, seeing sometime in the future.
Oh. All right, well, I think it's time because you know us, we can certainly talk forever.
We could do this for another 3 hours.
Absolutely. I'm gonna start the raid, leader, again. It's been a pleasure. I cannot wait to see what you come up with behind the scenes. It's gonna be a blast, and it'll be fun having you back again. In the meantime, we are raiding. Many of you know Dill Sauce or Drill Sauce.
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh, dill
the
sauce.
drill himself. He is playing a super fun game called Conan Exiles, and I've played a lot of that game.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah,
I haven't played any of that. But
He's it's such a great game. It's one of those crafty
Yeah.
survival ones. Oh shoot,
There's a lot of nakedness.
Did he go?
it's true. Okay, there we go.
did you just go offline or what?
No. I just he used to be Deal Sauce TV, and anyway, he just changed it. But yeah, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
Score now.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's grab a raid message, everybody. Let's show Dill Sauce some love, and Ghost has some positivity for us as we're heading out.
Positivity to end the stream. Yesterday is not yours to recover, but tomorrow is yours to win. So don't get too wrapped up on the bad things that happened yesterday. Focus on the great things that you're going to do tomorrow. Because I know you will do great things tomorrow. I believe in you. We all love you. And I suppose that's where we'll end it.
Yeah.
See you next time. We're
Bye,
going to be
everybody.
over on Flutter's channel next time. Is that right? I think that's
Oh, I don't know.
the
Next week
rotation.
might be
Ooh.
thrown out of. It's potential. It's
We'll let you
potential.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be.
Soon, we'll let you know.
Yes.
We'll let you
Follow
know.
the Discords. Follow the Discords.
Yeah. Exactly.
Follow the links. Collie just posted it. Follow everybody on there to never miss an episode. We'll see you next time.
We love you guys. Bye.